Hello, team. Where is the invite? Is it happening? Have I made a miscalculation? Oh, did I type Thursday? Whoops. I'm not going mad, am I? It is Tuesday. Did Eri cancel them?
Nice jump, Alistair.
Thank you.
Arab thought we just resubbed for 40 months.
40 months, Christ. God bless you.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Bitterbono just resubbed for 8 months.
Thank
It's
you.
in a house and it's dog shit.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Jablobby just resubbed for 51
There it
months.
is.
Are you headed to York Towers this year, Flax?
Absolutely.
Is
mate.
York's PO box the best place to send Christmas gifts?
Yeah, anything you want to send me, yes it is. I'm going down for Jingle Jam.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Dave_H just resubbed for 86 months. The only Christmas gift I can afford is an 82-month sub, which is probably still more than I've spent on my closest family tongue.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Mate Putate 42 just resubbed for 28 months.
Thank you.
Why would they redo this?
Nice jump, Alistair.
Necurity just resubbed for 10 months.
Did your co-casters bail out again? No, we've got Plague. Ashwin is working. He's not going to make game 1, but he's going to be here for game 2 and 3. So I've asked around. I've seen if a couple of high-profile Dota names are interested, but they haven't got back to me yet. They're obviously busy. It's fine. I should have asked earlier, but I just thought, you know what, me and Plague for one game is fine. Bring in Ashwin. He'll be fresh and ready to cast. So I see Bournemouth are 1-0 up, but it's the Carabao Cup, so I immediately could not give less of a shit. '50 greatest HBO shows ranked. Here's the top 10. In number 1, Sopranos. Number 2, The Wire. Number 3, Succession. Number 4, 6 Feet Under, which I never liked. Number 5, I May Destroy You, which I'd never heard of. Chernobyl, definitely. Sex and the City, it was great in its day. Game of Thrones, absolutely. The Leftovers, still haven't watched this. But the thing is, it's about 2% of the world's population disappear. Now, if it had been 50%, I think it would be more interesting. But 2%, whilst that is amazing, it's not enough to be like 2%. Wow. For a sci-fi show, which is what that must be. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit sort of like, really? Larry Sanders Show, which was amazing. Barry is great. Mayor of Easttown, sadly never got into it. Mrs. F said it was great. Deadwood was amazing. Loved that show. Cobra Enthusiasm is a great show. Boardwalk Empire, never got into it. Never got into it. It was alright. Not enough for me to... It was too much. Band of Brothers was incredible. Angels in America, never watched it. Watchmen, it was alright. I couldn't be bothered with it. Flight of the Conchords was great. Silicon Valley was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. White Lotus was really good. Is really good. Girls, I watched the first season. It was okay, but then it just became a bit much. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, I really liked that show. My Brilliant Friend, never seen it. Veep, still have not watched a single episode. Oz, my mate said it was the best show ever, but I couldn't get into it. True Detective, first series was amazing. The Jinx was amazing. Euphoria, still haven't watched it. The Night Of, never watched it. Insecure, never watched it. True Blood, Mrs. F loved it. I couldn't bear it. Big Little Lies again. She watched it, loved it. I've never seen it. Looking, no idea. When the Levees Broke, never seen it. Olive Kitteridge, not heard of it. Show Me a Hero, don't know it. Lovecraft Country, don't know it. Mr. Show with Bob and David, I had no idea this was HBO, but such a good show. In Treatment, don't know it. The Deuce, don't know it. Big Love, don't know it. Oh wait, that was the thing about the Mormons. Mrs. F said it was really good. The Rehearsal, never seen it. Entourage, couldn't be doing with it. Mildred Pierce, never seen it. Treem, never heard of it. The Corner, didn't bother with it. Sharp Objects, didn't see it. The Comeback, didn't see it. And the Industry, didn't see it. So quite a few shows I just didn't watch. I don't know if Rome was HBO. What's going on? Listen to me right now, all of you, and some of you play in the in-houses. When you spam emotes in the chat, it's not uncommon to crash the lobby. Please don't do it. It's fucking idiotic. Is it funny to have to sit around for another few minutes? Hilarious. You're wasting all of our time. Don't fucking spam emotes in the chat, please. We've had it before. We've literally had it before.
10 seconds remaining.
10k MMR KBJ. But is that KBJ?
5 seconds.
Oh, this is
remaining.
Goon Special Forces, but
I
different.
think it's KBJ.
Is that actually KBJ?
I suspect so.
But why is
He
he's up against Captain Schmupster, who's actually not bad.
Radiant team ban.
I believe Goon Special Forces is his proprietary brand. I don't know if anyone else can use the GSF tagline. They'd be instantly hunted down by many goons.
An incompetent band of in special.
Yeah, they
forces.
live every time. Quite frankly, if you throw a spoon at them, the GSF
Nice
collapse onto
jump,
the ground.
Alistair.
But yeah, they'll be hunted down.
Donkey
My God, it
just
sounds
resubbed
scary.
For 47 months. Actual KBJ.
5 seconds
He appointed
remaining.
himself LOL.
He appointed himself what as captain of this team, but KBJ can't draft. Or does he just say, "What do you guys want to play"? Is that his style of captaincy? Totally.
I think everyone's
non-captaincy.
style of captaincy is, what do you guys want to play?
No, because sometimes people say that the captain said, "We need to pick this. You're playing this," and they're like, "It was my second time playing it." So
Dire
some
team
captains
back.
actually take the captain role to heart.
Radiant team pick.
I think Goon TI persuaded some people that they were captains, but I think the majority, they're still quite happy to coast along with what do you want to play. Obviously,
agree.
we'll see the first pick. They banned a Witch Doctor. Of course, you have to versus
and you've
KBJ,
also
though.
banned the Timber against Schmupster, so
10
Yeah,
seconds
and
remaining.
the OD, which I don't know who that's actually against.
no. But they
I
obviously
think
just-
Daniel the Wise is an OD player, actually. Maybe that's targeting him.
It's very easy to play OD. I fucking destroyed on OD the other
Dire
day. It's
team
really
pick.
very simple.
Dawnbreaker, instant Jakiro pick.
Instantly,
What else can
Nyx.
KBJ play?
Nyx. Oh, he can't
Nyx.
play it. But I'm
He
just
can't
saying,
play Nyx,
it's a
that's
good
for sure.
counter to
Dire
Dawn.
team pick.
It is a very good counter.
Oh,
Oh, actually,
please.
you know what? I have to be, honest. The first pick Rubik I have to be fine with. It was the last pick Rubik that made me throw up.
This is more of a hopeful Rubik rather than a lost cause Rubik.
This Rubik is like, let's see what you're willing to. This is like laying down a gauntlet. You know,
Yeah.
you've just slapped it down and said, "Are you willing to step up to the line? Pick Enigma, I
Radiant
dare you."
team pick.
Disruptor.
So
Two-
Disruptor is
the old-
KBJ's hero.
The old 2
Radiant
5s.
team ban.
Oh my.
That's probably for Daniel the Wise.
I mean, that's a fairly scary first two. Both strong laners. Skyrath Mage,
Yeah.
obnoxious to play against in lane. Dawnbreaker, very hard to play against. Can be anywhere on the map. The only thing is the Disruptor
10
is a nice
seconds
counter because
remaining.
you just glimpse her away when she turns up.
Very true.
5
think the problem
seconds
is-
remaining.
Presumably Dawn, for Radiant, they have some flexibility, 'cause I know Daniel does run Sky mid, but presumably it's Dawn off lane, which means you're playing against Dire have second pick, so they will have the core counters, and that
Indeed.
can be quite important for your laning.
I will say
Just
the thing
knowing,
is,
like-
is it the Dawn Shard that makes her magic immune during one of her spells?
That is her shard, yeah.
So that's a fairly early get. And later on, of course, she'll get a BKB.
Maybe
so
it's a bait.
Yeah.
it's not the best counter, but it's something.
Though Disruptor can actually force her into an earlier BKB, because you have to land presumably into the Static Storm if he's playing, right?
It's
It's quite an obvious
issue.
place. It's quite an
Yeah.
obvious place to put it. You see a
5
giant
seconds
glowing circle, and you've got your own circle spell.
Radiant
calls to
team
you.
ban.
It does. It does. You would think
Dire
even
team
KBJ
ban.
Disruptor, it was on this very hero that KBJ originated the KBJ award. So there's
That's
a
very
chance,
true,
There is
actually.
a chance that this is going to be a disaster.
Maybe the LVPs should pick techies up to
Indeed.
traumatize him back into those days.
Primal Beast banned, Tide Hunter banned. They're banning out some. I don't know if Tide is particularly strong at the moment compared to Primal.
10
Primal is
seconds remaining.
terrifying. Enigma a good.
I listened to the Cap and Blitz
5
podcast
seconds
today.
remaining.
and among-
How long's that been going for?
I don't think it's just Cap's podcast, but he had Blitz on for this episode to
Oh.
discuss Liquid at TI and their top 3.
Oh,
It's hour and a half episode, I think. They're only about the first half is actually about TI. The rest is about how much he loves his team and
Right.
what what kind of players they're looking to pick up and how how teams process applications, things like that, which is interesting. But if you care about TI, it was just the first half.
Oh.
And what he said was the game they played against T1, where Thompson went Primal Beast mid, was the most terrifying experience he's ever had watching a game of Dota. He has never seen someone do what Thompson did on Primal Beast.
Wow.
And the episode ends with them hinting that they're picking up Thompson for Liquid. So
I mean, I think that the only thing is, I think if they do pick up Thompson for Liquid, obviously he's a mid player.
Yeah.
So does that mean pushing Mickey to carry?
I think it does, which is a shame because Mickey was a very strong mid player.
He did really well. His Lina in particular, he made Lina look fucking amazing. Like he was his positioning was so good. He farmed really well. He won his lane. I think Mickey was good. I mean, I would say, and this is absolutely nothing against Mickey, Thompson is a class above. Like he's just one of those players where you think
that's fair.
This guy sets the meta. He's amazing. He's obviously a 2-time TI winner. Amazing player. Seems to have this attitude about him when nothing overpowers him mentally. He's just fearless and has this attitude. I mean, if you imagine your career is like this, playing. The first LAN you go to is TI pretty much, and you win it. Then you come back and win it again the next year, and then you're like, I can do whatever I want. Like you are literally free rolling for the rest of your career.
Oh my god. So yeah, I was about to say this Drow pick was badly timed, right? You have second pick. So when you look at the draft order, you could have this pick right now for your POS 1. And you'd see everything. You'd see 4 of their heroes. You'd know everything they're trying to do. And you could pick your carry for whatever. And now you picked a Drow, and she's so countered.
You got Spectre
She's
and
miserable.
Marcy.
Team banned.
So, Star Fox, I don't think it's a give no shit attitude. I think he absolutely is too good of a player to not give a shit. I'm just saying, I don't think anything. I think he's fearless. I think there's a difference.
Yeah, fearless is the right word.
If you say someone doesn't give a shit or gives no shits, to me that's different from saying they're fearless. I think he would have loved.
Natural habitat.
Who's that? Whose line is that?
I didn't even hear it.
It was a David Attenborough style line.
Oh, it's Gareth Bateson, and here we see the Dota players in their natural habitat.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, the other really funny, I thought, insight from the podcast was they didn't know how OP Brood was until they were in TI, and when they realized that, they were like, "Zai, can you play Brood?" He's like, "Okay, let me go try." He played one pub game. He was like, "Yeah, I've got this hero. You can just pick it in pro games now," and they were already in lower bracket. Imagine being so good and so confident you can play one pub game lower hero and be like, "Yeah, we can pick it in the elimination game. That's fine. Let's just go for it."
That's amazing.
5 seconds remaining.
And then he fucking destroyed every time he played Brood. One pub game, and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I got it."
It's like the Medusa in the grand final, right?
Yeah.
You said Brood.
Dire team ban.
No, Brood on Zai.
Right. But that game, the first game that he played was fucking awful. Like when he picked Brood, in what was it, Liquid Asta? I want to say game 1, it was fucking awful. Like he died so many times, and it was like, this is a terrible Brood game. But then they just won anyway. It's like, it was nuts. You know what I do think? Although he died a lot, it was like 3 heroes chasing Brood around. A lot.
Yeah.
And although it looked bad, I honestly want to say the amount of fucking space that hero created was nuts. Absolutely nuts. What do they pick here? They have picked Lesh into Pugna, which is annoying. Not as annoying as it used to be with the magic nullification from the ward that's been nerfed, but it is another hero that can just fucking run at you, and also a pretty natural BKB buyer, which is good against Disruptor, Rubik, and Pugna. So
Drow is alright against Leshrac. Obviously, he has the Shard, which reduces his Bloodstone heal quite a lot, and she's quite a natural Scardy builder as well. Because you know, if you're playing against people that build BKB, and you're thinking, if they just BKB and run at me, and you have a Scardy pierces BKB.
Right.
So you have permanent slow.
But
Shak's just
amazing.
resubbed
I
for
don't think
34
that
months.
Lesh needs to care about the Drow. They got
No,
Marcy
I think Drow
and
is
Spectre.
comfortably countered.
Yeah. So Lesh can kill everyone else. What do you pick
Found
here
out
to
recently.
save your game? I have absolutely no idea. It looks like they're 3. Looks like they're last picking their 3. Because you can't
It
have an
might
offlane of
be.
Pugna Rubik.
I think maybe could. Spectre is not happy in that much
That's
damage.
a good point. Okay.
Whoa, that doesn't save your game.
No. GSF are in the bin. I'm going to say right now, this is going to be a 25-minute stomp. I'm happy to announce that.
Found out recently, this week, that Greg genuinely thought the League of Nations was a football tournament created to promote peace in Europe after World War One. And the reason it dissolved was not with World War II, because Poland was due to host the cup, but got chomped up by Germany, making it a logistical nightmare.
Oh, how does he come up with this shit? Unbelievable. It's the found out recently brackets this week that sets it up so well. You're a genius, man.
Chomped up.
He's too good. Chomped up by Germany. I mean, honestly, I've got to ask, how long do you spend every day thinking of something to say about Greg when the in-houses start? Because every week he comes up with something. Is it just when he's on the bog? Is it when he's cooking dinner? Does he have
Do you think he sits there at his job doing another boring ad tweet for some company he doesn't care about, and he's just all this like artistic passion is pouring into Greg's stories.
Absolutely, I reckon he has. So I reckon he has a little
Nice jump, Alistair.
file that he maintains.
Nice just resubbed for 36
He's using
months.
it at work.
Wow, 3
and he
years.
accesses it when he gets home. Something occurs to him that's funny. Oh shit! Oh my god! What is happening?
Have you not seen that one before?
That's so awesome!
It's amazing, is it? I think that's the radiant. That's like the radiant version of the. No, that's not dire. It's like that one, or it's the Roshan Chases You one.
That's so good.
Prepare for battle.
What's it? I think. How do you get them? I think we. Do I have that one? I'm gonna get distracted going looking for it now.
Find it, Blake. Find it. It's a shame that it's GSF with that intro, because you know that they looked like superheroes.
It's Battle Pass 2022 Nemesis versus screen. You'll probably have it as well.
Okay, let's have a look. Let me know if a fight breaks out. Now this is under heroes, global items.
Correct.
Loading screen.
Versus screens. Two above that one.
Versus screens. And I've got Battle Pass, Diatide versus screen, Nemesis versus screen. I've got it equipped.
Yeah, Nemesis. Yep. And then you will teleport
30
in.
seconds to battle.
Kyle does have the new mount. The two-headed disruptor. It's not going to save his game.
The ulti effect is very pretty, though. I will give him that. It will look glorious as they lose.
So, what have they got going in their favour here? Heretic can do some decent things. Kieran might turn up, I guess. You got Paragon.
They have a
Parry.
Nice
they have a
jump,
timing
Alistair.
drop, right? So
Just
like
resubbed for 12
this Pugner
months.
and Drow
Happy
will push
in-house, they
very
keep up the
fast
great
and
work,
earlier than
Flax.
expected. And if they can combo that with Spirit Breaker going in,
Yeah.
they have some chances to roll the game. But it's literally one lost fight and it's fucking over.
Agreed.
Like, and the other thing is that someone who's never been in the in-house before is on POS 1 Spectre. So this guy could be garbage. We don't know yet.
Oh, is this Ruben?
Ruben, I believe, is entirely new.
I see. Ruben might be brand new. Any info on Ruben?
Oh, I've just realised it's a POS 3 Rubik. Never mind. GSF have definitely lost. Herald
Alright, well,
5.
Ruben can't last hit or deny, so things are looking up. There's one.
Oh, he snuck one in.
And another. Alright, luckily neither can bleak. Oh, hello. Schmupster wants to die. Why would you dive into the enemy creep wave like that? The timing on the lads, it's like they don't see the creeps as a threat. Like, if I'm playing and I can cause the enemy to have to fight in our creep wave, I will do that every time. Because there's so much extra damage. Look at each of these ones hitting for 20 damage. Hold on. What's up? Oh, the shop. Plague, take over. I'll focus on
Will do. Where's your camera?
On Spectre.
Spectre. Perfect. Is this camera actually on Spectre, chat? Be honest with me. What am I casting? First blood's in top lane, but we don't care, because all we're doing is watching bot. Ruben, going for the CS, will he get it? He does get it, that's wonderful stuff. Can he get another? Misses it. And misses the burst fucking dagger. And now out of mana after using all of his mana on level 1 Q. If I'm gonna not be trolling for a second, you want to manage your resources, right? If you haven't brought any mana regen to the lane, you need to make sure you're using your spells as effectively as possible. So you want to be doing it when your Marcy's there to help hit them. I'm not doing casting Fish Voice. Fish Voice, I have to be the fish. I have to look myself in the eyes and see the fish gear and hold the trident before the Fish Voice can come out. 4 and 2, 5 and 2. This is not great, and this should be an easier lane for him than Drow's having, and he's doing about as well as Drow is. This is good use of the spells, right? You do it when your team is there to help you, so you get maximum value for it. I mean, I just don't see any way that a Spectre can lose this game.
Hello.
I mean, it really is just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible for DotA to win this game. I'm saying it.
Okay.
So, talking about you're saying like, why do they jump in when the creep wave is there? Snoog was saying, she was one of the coaches for one of the teams in Goon TI, and she's saying the thing that they don't understand like the least is like the clock and timings, like keeping track of rows, keeping track of stacks, and keeping track of when creep waves spawn. That's
right.
like the biggest thing that just is not something you're ever taught, right? It's not something even Dota tips doesn't really tell you about how to keep track of the clock.
I mean,
so you just kind of.
But for me, like, if I'm near a camp, I'll just try to glance at the time and think, is it stacking time? But it's like, for example, the Marcy there decides to jump on them. Level 1 Marcy and a level 1 Spectre are never going to get a kill unless someone's under a tower. So Schmupster decides to jump in, eats shit, and takes a bunch of damage for nothing, and now is dead.
He's dead.
I mean, did get caught out there, so, you know, fair enough. If they both come over, you've got a Spirit Breaker. If you're out of position even a bit, he's going to punish you. But it's just, I'm just not sure what the logic is, but behind deciding to go on the enemy where you're diving into their creep wave. What you want to do is try and get them to dive into your creep wave or fight you when you've got your creep wave. They do kill the Drow top.
Drow has died twice now.
Oh.
She was first blooded when you were away. They are going to hit Bleak a bit, but the power of the Fade Bolt is not to be denied.
That's a decent amount of damage.
Schmupster dies here, that's no TP.
Schmupster could Schmupster may well be dead. I would be pushing this, but the Rubik is low.
I'm surprised Heretic backed off there.
I mean, he
had charge up in 1 second.
Yeah, and you've got 500 health and 5 armor. Marcy has now been able to salve up. And if you kill her, yeah, like you said, what can you do? You can just walk up and fucking punch Ruben out of lane. But yeah, I just feel like if you look at this miasma of tiny creeps here, this is where you don't want to fight, right? You want to get this. This is money. Like, stop seeing the creeps as anything other than money. But when you're fighting, suddenly in your mind, transform them from money into damage. Because it all adds up. You're fighting like 8 creeps. It's like 200 damage every time they fucking click you or something stupid like that.
So Drow has actually stabilized the lane a bit. This has been clearly a good run of CSing, despite dying twice. 22 CS.
Yeah, I mean,
looking at what she's doing right now, I'm starting to doubt it. She has just killed a small
camps.
Yeah. Nice pull.
The worst pull ever. That is to me the absolute epitome of Goon Dotes. Is they understand something must be done with pulling, but they also don't understand what must be done with pulling. And now she's terrified.
I think deservedly so. Her support had to walk back to base and has decided to not TP back in to help her.
And
she's just kind of fucking dead. No, I think she is a bit too fast.
If you include other planets, your other options are endless.
So Leshrac getting a good start in the mid lane.
Yeah.
But, you know, Pugna not doing too bad either. But between the two, I'd rather have a Lesh on my team.
Did KBJ start? Look, buy your boots, bud. Buy your boots. Buy the boots.
does-
He's bought the boots.
He
Nice.
did have 600 gold for a second there.
He did, yeah. Just from literally walking about, I think. This is going jolly well for a Dawnbreaker. Nice, they got the pull off. So, what? If any goons are watching this that struggle to play Pos 4,
Middle tower is under attack.
here's something that you can do. There's a nice glimpse. They do. They're still going to kill KBJ here. If you see your creep wave at this tower, you've got time to get to here, and the pull timing is as soon as your creep wave hits this tower. Just hit these creeps once. If it's the trolls, don't hit the big troll. Hit one of his little mates. Run this way, and just meet them up around here. And don't run too far. Stand around. As long as a creep auto attack attacks you within any range of your creeps, basically, they'll come running. That's it. Talk to your offlaner and say, I'm going to pull, and get them to keep the creep wave. Let's say the creep wave was pushing, and you want to get a pull off. Say to them, keep it here. I'm going to pull. We'll get damage on the creeps. And think about it this way. Even if the creeps don't die, if they just get wounded, they'll go under the tower. It will push again in your favor. Damage to the creeps is still helping. Even if you can't get the full pull off, you don't get creeps denied, it's damaging to the lane equilibrium from the enemy's perspective. If your creeps, imagine if your creeps arrive to lane at half health. Think how quickly it would push again in your favor.
Is under attack.
So just any damage to the creeps is worth doing. Charge coming in on Schmupster. You might want to cancel this. He does.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dawn level 6.
Radiant structures
Kieran
are
getting
falling.
some damage down on this building mid while Lesh is back in base.
It's truly sad how little damage Drow does pre-6. It's really... I've been there, you know, you're just clicking some
It's tough.
fucking tanky strength
It's tough,
hero,
yeah.
and they don't even notice. And then suddenly you get 6, and they have to flee the lane, and you feel good again. But this period of time is real sad. This is a lovely rotation by Kieran, but
This is.
not going to work out.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, this is actually terrible. It's just missing all his spells. They're going to get no one. And they're losing mid-tower for this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire
just
are
go hit the
falling.
building, Madge! Madge!
I love this from Kieran. Just run around in a circle to avoid the stun. He's gonna fucking die. That's such a stupid play. Just,
What?
he just jogged a circle around the Lesh to avoid the stun. And the entire time, pulsing
He's
over his
taking
arm.
damage.
It's like he's so big brain. He's actually an idiot. You know, he's like, oh, I'm gonna dodge the stun, and just dies.
Oh, lads, me up in London. I'm down for that. Get fucking Bob down. He works in London now, doesn't he?
Nice. Still working in Newcastle.
I thought he was
I
a
believe
London
anyway.
boy. Oh, hello. This might be a bridge too far. He did get the
Probably
kill
go first.
first. That was nice. Madge stuck to his guns there.
Radiant's bottom tower
This is an
under
intense
attack.
fight for 10 minutes in. Schmupster's barely going to live. Heretic charge up in 4 seconds. Kieran should be able to clean up the kill on Daniel the Wise.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And all the time, the main beneficiary of this is the Spectre.
Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
Dire's
Who's just
top
missing
tower is
last
under
hits
attack.
literally for nothing. Shocking.
Yeah, it's rough. But this is a good example of where Radiant and Dire both want to play, right? Like, Radiant want to play top lane. They want to take this top tower and take over top jungle, and Dire want to do the opposite. You don't really actually want to take these fights underneath your tier 1 as Dire. You want to go to the enemy carry and force them to fuck off and take their tower. And then this opens up the space on the map for your carry to farm on the bottom side.
They killed the
Maybe a
Lesh
glimpse
again.
coming in here?
Is under attack.
Oh my god!
Okay,
This
but
is the
it's-
worst
it's
disruptive
level
skill build
1.
I've ever seen.
Oh, why?
Why?
What?
That makes no sense.
That must have
There's
been a
no-
misclick. No,
You can justify maxing
That-
Q,
that-
and
that-
you can
that's a
justify maxing
misclick.
W.
That has to be a misclick.
It has to be a misclick, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now he's got a second point in glimpse.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know about this, Heretic.
Is under attack.
Wait!
That's so annoying. This game is a fucking mess.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh my god, the drow died!
Alone.
To the scrap. They killed each other.
They killed each other, dying in each other's arms. Beautiful. Drow, by hook or by crook, in a lane she should have been crushed in, has ended up top net worth. That's genuinely quite impressive by Paragon.
It's all those small creeps.
It's all the small creeps. Apparently they add up. You know, I played Gyro against Enigma the other day. I thought I was so cool because my creep score was so fucking high. I was like, I'm the most farmed hero in the universe, and I realized they're all Eidolons. I haven't hit an actual CS all game. I've just killed Eidolons. But you feel so cool.
Wow, this was ill-conceived.
It was rough. That was an interesting interaction from Schmupster there. So he jumped out of the disruptor kinetic field earlier. This time when he tried to jump into it, he was blocked somehow? I don't really know.
I think, did he jump out of it before it formed?
Possibly, yeah. Well, now they're going to kill Bleak as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Schmupster doing work on the Marcy, doing what needs to be done, just fucking chasing people down. Like, I think you look at Dispose, right, and the leap distance, and you think, yeah, that's cool and everything, but how big a deal is that really? It's not that far. It's not like a blink range far or anything. It's like, well, if you think about it, she's doing this before any other hero in the game would be doing this.
Yes.
Because she's getting in there, grabbing a hero, and bringing them back. I mean, it's like a hook, but it doesn't miss. It's the power of that. She's got the leap, the grab, brings them back in with a stun, and in that time, your entire team is on top of them. Think how many kills, Plague. You've been chasing laddies on like 3 clicks. You just can't catch them. Marcy can get there. That is the strength of this hero. And then makes you all fucking hit harder and when you're doing it. Pretty nuts. You and her mate, I should say.
And move faster. She just does fucking everything. She does
everything.
Literally everything in the game. Like 3 other heroes combined can do less than what Marcy does. It's fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
Bruno sorted out.
He will not.
They're gonna go on Drow here. Little bit of feeding from Paragon. A little bit.
Well, that's poor. Daniel picking up the K. So, you've got a tower, but if you're this far out, and this is another thing I don't think the lads do, look at the minimap.
Ooh, mid lane on Lesh.
Yeah, Lesh has died a lot, but he's going to get it.
Beautifully stolen by KBJ.
Really good, really good. You sure was it a right click or was it just his ult?
It was the final second Thunderstrike. He just slapped it on for the final bit of damage. I respect it.
I would do it too. Fair play.
And now he's 2-2-2. What is this? This is fucking madness.
Alright, no, this is dog. I thought this was a mistake. Now I know this was not a mistake.
I'll take that.
The old Ward then Sentry play. You love to see it.
That's a good question. Has Bruno got back to you about the fantasy points?
No reply.
No reply.
I didn't message him privately. I didn't want to bother him.
Ah.
Man's got to come up. I don't want to... Imagine if he was like, sorry for no patch this week. I've been fixing the fantasy points
Alistair.
request
Heats
as made by
just
several
resubbed
members
for
of the
16
community.
months.
Oh dear.
It's a cleanup, but it's 2 supports.
Match?
Oh, it's a Lesh as well. Why is there a Lesh here?
I don't know. Charges up in a sec.
Who needs a charge when you got an ulti? Holy shit, the damage of Max Decrepify plus Heretic's ult is insane.
It's pretty good.
He actually almost one-shot Lesh with one ulti.
I had not considered that combo, I must say.
I've never thought of it either, but seeing it there, I believe in it. I want to pick it now.
Now,
Magic damage Spirit Breaker build with Pugna.
yes, I think it's a shout. Get a Veil as well. Woo!
Exactly. They're going to go bot for Bleak. It's a good kill, he's level 10. That's a lot of XP. At the same time, they're diving mid on Sky.
Oh my god.
Well, they are pugnaring them a little bit. They're
They
starting
are.
to pick up speed.
They are. This is what you talked about, Plague, the timing aspect. You've got Pugner, you've got Drow. I think, honestly, Drow's got Dragonlance. Fucking let's go. Let's get some buildings. Let's put some
Yeah, they
pressure
need
on them.
to.
Because
They need to get this
Spectre
Drow.
has a Yasha. Like, Spectre is still Spectre, don't get me wrong, but I think they've got enough to deal with it. The Netherstrike doesn't break anymore, does it?
No, the shard is
The shard.
the prison pocket now.
Fucking prison. I don't think I've ever used it.
No, I think
Restores the
Ashran
fabric.
bought it. Ashran bought it on Pos 3 Spiritbreaker, and I did not feel its impact in the slightest. It seemed like a complete waste of an item.
I reckon they'll replace it next patch.
Or they'll make it really OP. They just want to see people. You know what they're going to make OP? They're going to like buff the cards. They're desperate for the cards. to win.
Plague, we're all desperate for the card.
Bleak going in first.
Mistake. You got a spirit.
It's. Do you know what it's doing? There's 4 heroes, and 2 of them are the main cause for Radiant, and they're not happy right now. They're being bullied out of their own jungle. It's like you'd love to get a kill, but you're pissing them off and you're putting wards down. It's not the end of the world. But like you said, they need to get going.
Some kind of charge here. Heretic hasn't cancelled it. What is this?
Radiant's bottom tower
He's
is
actually
under attack.
forced a TP.
KBJ will
and
just glimpse on cooldown. Like, he will just cast glimpse. There's no thought behind it. He's just glimpsing.
Look at all this time that Dire are farming and Radiant are not, because they're just trying to chase this Spiritbreaker around as he does stupid things like diving under a tier 1.
Get that back.
And now there's 3 heroes just standing top doing nothing, and like Drow farming her art out, Pugner farming, and their net worth just keeps going up and up. Look, they're just tearing away, and they shouldn't be. There should be no reason Lesh is farming slower than Pugner.
True.
Though he will catch up here a bit. Holy shit, these double stacks.
Heretic has thrown his life away here. Kieran is alive. That's a lovely silence from KBJ. Holy shit! Oh my god! KBJ actually doing it! Indeed,
He's a Disruptor player.
I've lost him. This
I've lost.
me.
Radiant's top
Bazabu! Bazabu!
Do you just like wake up in a cold sweat at night thinking about this voice line? Bazeeboo!
No.
Radiant's top tower
I made some money from it.
Oh, true. Actually, that does makes it feel brighter. I
How much
suppose.
did I make from it actually? Let's have a look.
Radiant's
Nice
top
jump,
tower has
Alistair.
fallen.
Jacobo A just resubbed for 9 months. Loved you at the great work.
Thank
Well,
you.
they're charging top again. They're gonna kill Lesh. So where's Bloodstone off?
Alistair!
It's so much fucking damage.
Wow. It did not do well.
Oh, can you reveal the deets?
Hang on. Wow. Alright, well...
Nice jump, Alistair!
It was barely into 4 figures, we'll put it that way.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's not bad though.
It's
That's not
pretty
bad.
bad.
At all.
Given that
It's,
some,
well,
some
bad in
people are making
comparison,
like
but-
5 figures from their voice lines. Mine
Yeah,
is
it can-
that bad.
In comparison, but it's a grand for basically nothing. When you
Yeah,
think
it's
about
true. I mean, literally nothing, let's put it
It. No,
that
literally.
way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll see if Help catches on next year. HELP! That's going to be the voice line.
Radiant's bottom
Except
tower
you'll
has
do it
fallen.
at like the final moment again because you've forgotten. It'll just be
No, I
quiet.
can do it.
You
I
can
can
do it.
shout
I reckon.
help. I can shout
Might be
help.
good help out of nowhere. Oh, Paragon's gonna live. They're gonna turn this round on Lesh, but both teams bringing reinforcements.
Drow is here.
The Bloodstone on Lesh is down. He's so fucking dead. Holy shit.
They are actually doing this.
They're doing this. They're fucking destroying them.
They're going to get Schmupster too.
Sorcery could keep you aloft.
Radiant's top tower
And now
is
look,
under
Bleak
attack.
Giant's ahead of all the cores on Radiant.
The key is, because I presented 3 lines. And that was the one they went with of the 3 I sent. Which either means my other 2 were terrible, or they picked the worst one. Alright?
Oh, do you think there's sabotage going on at Valve? Who have you pissed off? Have you made enemies?
I would never suggest sabotage. They obviously just didn't like the other ones. Now, I'm gonna send next year 3 variants of help. They've got to pick one of them. They've got to pick one of them. And that's all you can get.
It's genius. Take the choice away from them. I do think Radiant need to, like, you see this smoke? Just stop doing this. Just chill. Just relax. Take a breather, you know? You know you've got the late game. Just take your time, get your BKB on Leshrac. Stop going for these really forced plays where your Lesh is just feeding. So with the Dawnbreaker, now the ultis are being used.
Oh, they actually killed all of them, Plague.
They've actually slaughtered them.
Go invisible, heretic! He could have done the uphill Shadow Amulet and then charge away.
Bob asks, can you just slurp into the mic for one, please, Ted?
That's Munt, mate.
I reckon you could, like a burp pudge. I reckon that could go and go
apparently,
far. That could go the distance.
So we get guidance about what is and isn't allowed.
Yeah.
Things that are considered flame, not allowed. Yelling, not allowed. There's a couple of other things. No swear words, which is ironic because ding 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 motherfucker was a line in the game for some time. So there are a few you're just not permitted, but I think just shouting help might work. It's a year away, and there's no guarantee I'll be invited by any stretch, so let's put it on the back burner. But it's certainly something to think about. Got to do better. Got to do better next year. I'm just saying, we've got to come up with a line that the pro players are going to use. What did they use this year?
I don't actually... I genuinely don't remember that many voice lines at TI. I think the teams that made it like far and that I watched were not voice lining teams.
Yeah, true.
Lesh got his bloodstone up in 5, but will die.
This is a bloodbath of the game.
Like, I know fucking Secret hate the voice lines. They don't do any of them.
Yeah, Suns fan belches, which is ironic because it's like the most Suns fan thing would be just a series of belches. Denied. Please let us cast your spells did nothing. It did nothing. But I'm not complaining. I just think it would be funny to have a voice line that caught on. The only team? Punmans. OG were like the most voice line heavy team of all time. Going back a long time.
But at this TI, were they also voice line heavy? I think they were still, but they kind of went out pretty early.
They didn't have a chance, mate.
Yeah, ironically, Liquid put them in the dirt.
Bob suggests, suck my dick shitters as a voice line I could go for. That's a good shout. Suck
I reckon
my
they'd
dick
go for it.
Shitters. Valve's like, you know what? Yeah. Let's put that one in.
BKB now finished on Lesh. This is by far the biggest line pickup, because right now, he's just getting decrepit and being blown up by some combination of Pugna, Rubik, and Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
That stops, and suddenly their damage is fucking piddling. It's just Drow.
Just imagine if he hadn't waited till he died 7 times. And now he's smoked again. Stop
this time they got the
trying
BKB.
to smoke.
This time they got the BKB. They got what they wanted.
But as usual, Plague, they don't know where the enemy are.
That's true, actually.
And they're miles away from anybody. And they just smoked 2 of them and ran in different directions. The lads can't
making their way.
Smoke to save their lives.
Invis on KBJ. Yeah, this is bizarre. They're gonna kill Heretic. So 1-for-1 trade. I think Lesh can just go. You know, he can kind of just fucking go. And if he gets in trouble, the global presence is gonna come in.
Here's the BKB, baby. Oh, I wish that had been glimpsed next to the Drow. That would have been hilarious. He's used his Bloodstone already. They're going to get KBJ here.
They've still got Haunt as well if they want to chase down these additions.
Nah, Ruben Farm. Oh, they got 4. Holy shit.
So 9-second BKB, done and dusted. Pretty worthwhile. Good item, I'd say. Very, very strong item.
So, several people at TI, members of the talent, said that they had been in my channel wordlessly, voicelessly, and had seen the command senile, bumbling, decrepit
that.
old goon, whatever, whichever senile command that is. And they thought that was the best command they've ever seen. So well done. Flaming me makes the lads very happy.
It's a big success. I enjoyed
old
how
fucking bumbling bold cunt goon kills allies in moment of typical.
it's the original scene. I don't think any of them have reached as harsh as that.
Bold commander murders young Italian boy in cold blood. What's that one?
I think that's an XCOM. Oh, is it?
A tithe to the impurities.
Yeah, it's
It's an
XCOM.
XCOM.
Warning friendly fire, except
I accept.
that is a man
Oh,
who has gotten
fuck!
sick of reading like cookies pop-ups,
Oh,
you know, he
yes,
just
I'm
accepts.
so sorry. I thought it was the mimic it was gonna get. I did think it was the mimic it was gonna get.
That's actually more understandable.
Invisibility.
Shard is next on Dawn. These lot, they seem poor.
They are poor, to be honest. But they're not so poor that they can't fight,
Indeed.
you know?
Indeed.
They've actually reached their timings. Ags is actually done on Spectre. They're ready to go at this point. They don't need an additional 2k gold that's just sitting in the backpack. Like, when you look at Drow's net worth, 1600 is a mithril hammer that is useless. Whereas Lesh's net worth is all in this Bloodstone BKB, far more impactful.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They still have horns up, there we go.
Has KBJ used Glimpse on Dawn yet? I didn't think so. Wow, just dying invisibly.
She's got BKB on Dawn now, so we can't do it anymore.
okay.
They're going to catch Paragon as well.
Claps, what? I love this constant spinning of the axe nowhere near an enemy. Senile young man blames poor Eri for not inviting him to lobby while being in lobby. That was Ashwin. That was a good one.
Dire's
Senile
middle
young
tower
man.
is under attack. Dire's structures are
I played
fortified.
Drow quite a bit at TI when we were queuing. Fun hero.
Oh, hell yeah. It's probably my favourite carry at the moment. It feels really like... It's got the right mix of being really impactful when you're doing it right, but also challenging enough that you don't just feel like you're kind of like just A-clicking the ground, you
Right.
know? There's so much nuance to what the hero has to do. I'm always engaged, at the same time I feel like I'm just blowing people up. It's great fun.
What's this one? Bold old rattletrap overclocks spells but underclocks brain. Flax.
Oh, I know this one. I know this one already. It's when you try to TP, I bet.
I remember it. Actually. None of the good plays ever get clipped, Plague. Where's
They're
the
just
fun
not-
in that?
Do you know what? I think you hit some tasty Echo Slams yesterday
I've
when we were playing with Fog.
done a fair few. No.
And the only one that was clipped was when you rage Echo Slam that Witch Doctor.
Well, the game was.
I loved how sad Fog felt at what he was doing to that team. It was really like quite wholesome, you know?
Yeah.
He felt bad that he was in that game.
He did.
So no shard yet on Dawn, so she will die here. Or maybe not. Strauss are just a little bit too
Schmupster scared him
cowardly.
off.
Just what I need.
Paragon with fucking Hurricane Plague.
Dire's
2 frit.
bottom tower has
They
fallen.
did lose a tier 2 for that as well. Madge just doing
Yeah.
those things.
That's why I was confused, because they knew that Lesh was not there. So Drow could just... Drow's a BKB, she could just commit and click and kill 2 heroes there. Instead they back off.
Dire's
Lesh
bottom
wants to
tower
walk
is
up
under
here
attack.
blind. There's a courier there, Madge. Didn't see it. What's
They're
the...
on Lesh, but
Oh, he's got the oh, okay, J-Dub. He got the cooldown on Kinetic Field talent. Alright. Tip.
I think that's correct. Yeah, the 3-second cooldown.
Yeah. Tip KBJ right now. I always take the Thunderstrike damage because it just makes
Dire's
farming
middle
easier.
tower is under attack.
More damage.
Holy shit! KBJ almost has a fucking axe.
Dire's middle tower has
He
fallen.
is 3-9 and 13 and his bottom net worth. But when you go Mana Boots Ags, you'll get there. I mean, it's 32 minutes. He's done nothing but save for this.
I mean, it's relying on KBJ being really, really good at the game. But this could be so fucking important.
Yeah, huge.
Like,
Ruben goes in. No chance against Paragon here.
it's basically, you know, it's going to basically reset the game. That before they were blown up because they didn't have BKBs. Now, if KBJ is good enough, they don't have BKBs anymore.
Yeah.
Just blow them up.
I will also say, Schmupster was obviously in the neighborhood for that drow kill, but Ruben decided that it would be better to just haunt 5 seconds before the Marcy could get anywhere near. Just a little bit of patience is all the lads need sometimes, and they just can't wait. They have to just go. Oh, it's shot on Kieran. That is quite funny.
Dire's top tower.
BKB forced, and that's going to be the end of Bleak. KBJ ult isn't going to do anything, he's just going to kill them all. Here comes the micro haunt. Dawnbreaker ult was cancelled, Dawn died. On the back line, meanwhile, Paragon has to run. I think Paragon just clicked. Yeah, Paragon just clicked. Oh, nice dodge from Paragon there on the mad stun. Very pog. But now they can go oop.
Yeah, I mean, I know that you probably do have to build BKB on the drow this game, but like, you see how these fights go. There's no time where she's just popping BKB and hitting. Paragon's playing like he's dodging every fight and ducking between the spells, all Matrix style. But then what's the point of buying a BKB if that's what you're gonna do? You know?
Exactly.
Because even if he pops BKB. Even if you pop BKB and hit, Spectre still haunts on you, and then you have to run away regardless.
Right.
Like, you can't stay there if Spectre's on top of you. So what's the point of this BKB? Just go some crazy damage item and try and outplay them.
I mean, you need to wait for Spectre to haunt, and then Hurricane Pike, and that's pretty much the best you've got.
And now, Spectre has the Aegis. Lesh feeling so unkillable he doesn't even want it. It's going Wind Waker.
Wind Wanker.
Wind Wanker. I bought my first ever Wind Wanker yesterday, a few days ago.
What an item.
It was just joyous. Every second I was in the air, I was happy. I understand why you go for it now on your possible nature's prophet.
You're just like flying over it. It's like jetpack on clock, but you're invulnerable. Yeah. You can get into so many good, and you can help teammates if you are so inclined. Mage Slayer is a right-click thing, isn't it? I thought it only worked on...
It's a right-click thing, but some spells have right-clicks, so they'll apply it.
I wonder, so that's not... I mean, Charge, maybe? Charge of Darkness?
Charge would apply when he hits him.
It applies Greater Bash, so I think it might.
Yeah, it would apply when he hits him, but... Like, Spectre Haunt won't apply it. I don't think Illusions apply it.
Be a bit strong. That's how you could make it stronger.
I kind of don't want Spectre to be stronger.
It's fine.
On the rotation of patches, like, we're due a Spectre.
KBJ just unmolested walking in here and dropping
he's got the good ult though.
He has.
That's the Axe mod. But they're not enough damage. And look, still no BKB from Paragon. He's just dodging things. But now he's dead. Why did you buy this item?
That is a 9-second BKB.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, that is a 9-seconder.
He bought it and hasn't used it once.
Is Paragon gonna use BKB before the game ends?
He just keeps doing cool stuff rather than pressing BKB.
Stop doing
and
cool
I understand
stuff!
why he wants to do it. Stop doing cool things. Look, he's doing cool stuff. He could just BKB and hit. Stop being cool. Or if you want to be cool, buy cool items. Don't half and half it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, now they should kill Lesh. This is going to be a lot of damage incoming. The Yules is ready. Still not BKB'd on Drow. Gonna get Lesh done.
Still
and
no
he's dead.
BKB.
This is a joke.
What is it
this
for?
Has to be a joke.
What is it for? What are you doing? Why buy it? That's LVP. That's LVP.
That has to be LVP. It has to be LVP.
What are you doing? You know you've got it. It's right. You've had it for like 10 minutes. You've never
Don't
used
leave,
it.
man. Don't leave. You can finish off the racks. Or maybe they can't. They've killed Spectre.
Yeah, but Lesh is in now.
Yeah.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Holy shit, he's just killing everyone.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Alright, well, it was a lovely game one. Enjoyed it greatly.
No, not a KBJ award. Not a KBJ.
Yeah, apart from this, Drow has played quite well. And even with no BKB, Drow has played quite well. Like, all of the dodging stuns and stuff.
It's
Very
just game
impressive.
losing. It's just game losing to be
But
in
just
a
press
key
BKB.
fight, to buy back for a fight and have BKB and not use it still in the face
Yeah.
of all that magical damage and just be like, I'm never going to use this. What are you genuinely? What are you saving it for? Because now you've lost the game, almost certainly. You are now at a 2% win probability. That dieback was certainly a factor in this. Instead of possibly not giving up any racks, you've given up 2 lanes.
Oh, that's another good disruptor ulti.
Oh my god, the damage from Cloud. Or Savage, sorry. Why not click him? Why not click him?
He was stunned because he didn't BKB.
No,
Again.
Savage was not stunned. He didn't click.
Oh, Savage didn't finish him off, yeah.
He had
Savage
just
counted
one
out.
click on the Rubik and he just didn't do it. Oh, the
Nice
lads.
job,
The decision
Alistair.
making is just
Gibo
not there.
789 just resubbed for 22 months.
I'm quite
And
excited to
yes,
see if this BKB ever gets used. Surely at some point
no,
you have
no.
to just press it.
No. I don't know when they want to use it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. No, Drow has not used, and in my opinion, will not use this BKB.
I don't know if we can. Is there a bet already in place?
I don't know.
Oh, there is. Boo.
Damn mods.
Doing their jobs. Disgraceful. Not letting me have my fun putting up random fucking bets for coin flips. Oh, good. This is a good start to the fight. Your Drow's in the right place.
Oh, he's used it! Cancel the
And look, he
bet.
just has to run! This is why it's a shit item on Drow in this game. He just has to fucking run. Turn silence.
I mean, oh, a beaut from... And the glimpse does nothing either. That's a tip. Call it. Call it. Save us 5 minutes, please. Call the game. Type GG. It's over. You have no buyback on Drow. Call the game. Anytime.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under.
It's quite relaxing watching this. It's just good. Hey! Did it. He called it.
Dire's ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
I think it's just an easy LVP Drow. Done and dusted. I don't think there's even need anything else. Just LVP Drow. Move on with your
I
life.
think we've said enough. Let's get on with things.
I would say I'm not gonna on KBJ, but he did play pretty fucking well this game. Most of his ultis were good. His glimpses were weird as fuck, but
Here's my issue, Plague. Skill build, dog shit.
yes.
And multiple glimpses, dog shit, which makes me think that when KBJ does a good thing, it's the stopped clock syndrome. There's no real way of saying this was a really, really well played by KBJ, because in a 40-minute game, some of his spells are going to look good, and those are the ones we notice, and we just don't see anything else. I really just think that the rest of it just washes over us like a tide of sewage, and you just don't see. I mean, he's 4-14. That's not good. That's bad. Heretic 0-10, also dreadful, and really, again, tragically, GPM 224 Plague 224.
Just some post-war spirit record things.
He had less network. He had less GPM than KBJ. That's incredible. Oh, dearie me.
All right, ready for game 2. I feel like that got us back on schedule. You know, it was a long setup for game 1.
And
now we're
it's
flying.
only just 9, yeah, just after 9. Pugnum's going Ags Refresher. Whatever. I don't really care.
Sometimes you do a little trolling.
I mean, look, the lads could build perfect items and they still wouldn't use them. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, you can highlight these things all you like, but, you know, you get a BKB on Drow, you never use it. Use it once when the game's lost. Like, what difference does it make? Wow, that's a hell of a try. Ashy B should be in for this one.
Hey, she's booted up. I see the lovely picture of Eva Alfie on my main menu.
Oh, this is funny. It's a screenshot from Football Manager. Attend press conference. Send assistant manager all responsibilities. And his assistant manager's last name is Nudes. Nudes. So it's like Nudes. So it's like attend press conference. Send nudes. The other option you're given.
Tom Paragon just resubbed for 14 months. Genuinely thought I had been pressing BKB, not sure why it wasn't going off. Been a recent problem. New keyboard in order.
You look like you were having fun with your football manager this morning, doing the press conferences.
Yeah, it's fun.
Every single one of them starting off with a northern accent where you feel most at home and then remembering you're a Cockney. It's great fun.
The FM streams are quite fun because I love the game. Like I absolutely love the game. If Dota had never been invented, I'd be streaming FM like all the time. I just love the game. It's at times infuriating, but it's also it is just fun to play. And with chat as well, it makes it a really fun experience because they get invested in it as much as I do. I mean, the Bolton playthrough was a really fun playthrough. We literally took them from broke in League 2 to the Premier League, and like I think I got offered a better job and I took it, and that was where I lost interest. Because I got offered, God, who was it? Was it Wolves? We were struggling, and I took another job. If anyone in chat can remember, I'm sure I took another job and I tried to buy Alfie, aka the Brick Wall of Bolton, as my enforcer. But I can't remember the other job I took. It might have been Wolves. And it never worked out. Like the Wolves team was there was something wrong with them, fundamentally wrong with them. And Bolton, you know, we just hit our peak. And we're starting to flag, and we couldn't sign any good players. And there was loads of sort of, after a few years, the club just gets, like the players kind of, in real life, they get sick of the manager, genuinely. They just want a fresh face. They want to change. And if you've been saying the same things in team talks and everything for years, just imagine what that must be like. Turning up to work, seeing the same fucking manager, drawing the same picture of a heart and a brain. Like, you know, it's enough. So after a while, we just lost sort of impetus at Bolton, if you like. And I thought, you know, we'll move on. But at Wolves, it wasn't it. It just was not it. It didn't work out at all. I should have been given a better job. Genuinely. I'd taken Bolton from financial ruin to the Premier League and cleared the books, and we were making money, we were rich. And it was like, no. I did Sunderland, Bob. I did Sunderland. That was a game, a team I did. I don't know if I streamed it, but I played them. Took them up to the Prem. Use your spells, lads. Yes, exactly.
I think with all those kind of management type games, you really you got to have a goal that you can just achieve. Because if you just play forever and ever, you always end up bored.
Yeah, I mean the only thing with FM is you get invested in the careers of your players. So when I did like a 15 season run in FM 2012, and took Bournemouth from League One up to the winning the title, winning the Champions League, all of it. England manager as well, literally the FM dream of taking your club from the lower leagues up to the top flight and becoming one of the forces of world football, which is where we were. We had so many players where their careers, I was interested in seeing how they do, and you love seeing these players improve. And Real Madrid are in for one of your youth team players. You know, some guy you've grabbed who's scoring 25 goals a season from the left wing. Shit like that. You're like, oh my God, this guy is insane. Bringing in a youngster who you've scouted and you're like, this guy's going to do it. And they do. And then you want to see their whole career. I had one guy who was just my fucking talisman. I cannot remember his name. But it was literally, if we needed a goal, it's 1-1, 2 minutes to go. He picks up the ball. It's by force of will, he wins the game. He's like, everyone get out of my fucking way. Goes past everybody, smashes in an absolutely amazing goal. Game after game after game. It was incredible. And I was like, I want to see how his career goes. And I played until he retired. And it was like, oh, can anyone replace this guy? And then another guy comes to you like, oh my God, this is the best defender in the world. I want to see how he does. And you get invested in their careers. Which is the problem with FM, is they always, after a couple of seasons, you're the best club in the Premier League.
Yeah.
No player is going to want to leave you, but they're like, I want to go to Barcelona. You're like, well, yeah, all right, we're not Barcelona, fair enough. But then I want to go to Fulham. It's like, what? Well, you don't want to go to Fulham. You're fucking staying here. But somehow your reputation is not improved. It would be, in FM terms, you know the way Man City now,
yeah,
since they got taken over, I'd say over the last decade, they've gone from being a club that would struggle to sign Erling Haaland at any cost to the only destination for Erling Haaland, right? It's because he's always going to go there. They're one of the biggest clubs in Europe in terms of the spend. The board are going to pump money in. He's going to be paid a fortune, and they're going to be in the Champions League. They're going to be challenging for the title, and they might eventually win the Champions League. That's where he's going to go. But in Football Manager terms, if you signed him, he'd want to go to Man U after a season. You're like, what? You don't want to go to Man U. They're in 6th. He'd want to go. It's a bit frustrating. You think?
Yeah, I guess the game never wants to let you settle, right?
Yeah, but if you're playing Real Madrid, you get that benefit. But it's very hard to grind your way up to be in that level.
Right.
All right, so hold on.
Yeah.
People saying his dad played for you. If you think that had any say in where he signed, you are out of your mind. No other club could afford to sign him. Literally. No one. The wages he's on and the transfer fee and the promise, nothing. There's no other club he could have signed for. Barcelona can't afford to sign fucking anybody like that. Real Madrid can't afford to sign anybody like that. There's no way he'd fucking go to Italy. Maybe Juventus. Maybe he would have gone to Juventus. It's literally between Juventus and Man City. So there's no chance that his dad played for you. Alfredo der Haaland played for Man City, so he's going to go there? No fucking way. No fucking way. Well, he said he'd only play for Man City, Leeds, or Forest. In England, fair enough, but he had his suitors. The thing is, no one could afford him. Maybe PSG, actually. But who the fuck wants to play in France? I mean, come on. Any promising footballer that goes
PSG seem like a really unhappy team. I only ever see news stories about people being miserable at PSG.
Exactly. It's just well done. You won League.
Nice
what
jump,
are you
Alistair.
about? You guys are
Cockablemeister
so
just
much richer than
resubbed for
everyone else.
51 months. Hi.
Hi, thanks, Cock. 51 months. I saw a picture
Radiant
today and
team
thought of you.
back.
I should have saved it.
The man who's had it done to him 1,000 times. Every bald man he comes across, it's him. And now he's doing it to others.
Right,
Every-
but the picture was not of a person.
Zero
right.
Zero Ruben just resubbed for 10 months.
It was a
Mad
caption.
thanks to Schmupster and the
10
community for
seconds
letting me
remaining.
join for an Inhouse. I'm rounding out
Dire
10 years
team
off
back.
and on with Dota 2, and jumping
just gonna go
into
check
one
if
of
a
these
delivery's
has
coming.
been
Be
on
right
my
back.
mind all year as a way of being satisfied with setting the game aside. Cheers to Flax and all of the goons.
Thank you, Ruben. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sorry, League Uber Eats. You're right. So, Cock, it was a caption that was like something out of a comic book.
10
Ashwin!
seconds remaining.
And the caption said, I love video games, and the
seconds
caption
remaining.
was, I love video games, and I can't stop thinking about cock. That was what it said. And I thought, indeed.
Wait, where was this?
Someone
Radiant
posted it
team
on Twitter.
ban.
Oh, I see. I like the way you
Dire team back.
said my name. It was like Len Goodman.
Right. Ashwin! So here's something incredible. I couldn't have done this. My mates posted a picture of the original cast of EastEnders at the end of the first season. They took a cast photo.
Right.
And my
10
mate could name
seconds
all
remaining.
but 2 of the people in like a 30-person picture.
Did it
5
still have
seconds
Dot in it?
remaining.
Dot was still in it, of
Dot-
course.
Dot's
Yeah, yeah.
Been in it for fucking ever.
Wait.
I've
Was
heard.
Dot in season 1? Hold on, let me just check. Yes, she
It's
was.
not
Yeah,
quite,
she
not
was.
quite fucking Albert Square without Dot.
It's not. Oh, my Nick would never do something
10
like that.
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
no. Anyone remember Mary, the drug addict?
No.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I haven't watched for a extended period of time. I basically watched through my mum, and that was when I was like a
Dire team
teenager.
pick.
Clockwork.
Dr. Leg.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Mary Smith. There she is. She's set to reprise her role as
Dire
Mary
team
again
pick.
for the funeral of Dot Cotton. Good lord.
When was that?
I don't know. I don't know when the funeral of Dot
Because
Cotton was.
Dot's actor died.
A while back.
A
June.
while. It must be a
June
couple years
something?
ago.
They said in 2022.
Oh, was it?
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
So Mary joined in episode 5.
5 seconds remaining.
Dot Cotton first appeared in
Radiant
EastEnders in
team
July
pick.
1985.
Dusk.
Episodes. Wow. First appearance was episode 40, so she wasn't in it from the year Dot. She was
Wasn't
in
in for a
episode
while.
40. But
I
then,
wonder what her first arc was.
oh, I could
Radiant
tell you
team
storylines.
Tide Hunter.
Dot is first introduced soon after its launch as the gossiping, chain-smoking Christian friend of Ethel Skinner and Lou Beale,
That sums it up, I guess.
who works with Pauline Fowler at the Walford Laundrette. She has a difficult life with a criminal husband, Charlie, and their son, Nick, who appeared in the
10
first
seconds
episode.
remaining.
Charlie comes and goes.
Oh, Nick
always,
was in the first episode.
Charlie,
5
Nick was,
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
Charlie comes and goes, always treating Dot badly and stealing from her until he dies in a lorry accident. Nick is also a criminal. He's involved in drugs, robberies, and murder and tries to cheat Dot out of her money. He attempts to poison her to inherit her bingo winnings, but is unsuccessful. Despite Nick's deeds, Dot believes he can be redeemed. She also associates herself as Walford's Good Samaritan, often taking in residents when they're homeless. Among these include Colin Russell and Donna
Dire
Ludlow,
team
who
back.
who also become addicted to drugs. Dot believes she can help Donna change
What
for
is
the better.
going on in Dot HQ that all this is happening?
She's
Radiant
at
team
core a
back.
good person.
Dire team
What's she
back.
putting in those fucking Yorkshire Gold blends?
She believes she can help Donna change for the better, but comes home one day to find Donna dead in her lounge. It's concluded she died after choking her own vomit. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, what do you think her last episode number was? Episode 40 was
Radiant
episode
team
number 1. Last appearance episode number.
Right, so my mum watches a lot, and I remember her watching like EastEnders on YouTube, and the episode numbers were going up in the thousands.
Yes, it's in the thousands.
So I don't think it was high thousands. I
10
think it
seconds
was.
remaining.
I think probably about like a good like
5
1,900.
seconds remaining.
All right. Her last appearance was episode 6065.
6,000.
Can you
And they're-
imagine?
I mean, how long would it take to film an episode? Because they're like they're half an hour episodes, I think.
So I believe they film them all week, like at least a week or two prior to airing. So
I wonder at this point, like, have they just got them living
10
like a normal
seconds
life and they're just filming it on the side now?
Dire team pick.
I don't know, but I honestly think that like the way they must do it, you've got all this time and you can film. So I reckon they might even film a month ahead of time. So you get people in, and you're like, right, these are the people we need on set today. We're going to film all of these scenes, and you could get through a decent number of
10
scenes in a
seconds
day,
remaining.
and then maybe you get another day, maybe 2 days filming, maybe 3 days
5
filming a week,
seconds remaining.
depending on how it's going. But you might just come in and deliver one line, and that's it. Like you might just be in the fucking the pub. What's it called?
Yeah, the old Vic.
The Old Vic. You might just be in the Old Vic and have to say, "All right,
Radiant
Steve."
team pick.
That might be your line.
My best mate in primary school, his mum was one of those people who was just like walking around the square like in the background.
Yeah.
And
What
like
was-
every now and then, my mum would point to the screen. Oh, look, that's Michael's mum.
There's Sandra. What was the name
10
of that
seconds
one
remaining.
character? I think he was a market stall guy.
5
For
seconds
years he was in
remaining.
it. And he never had a line. And then finally, which meant because he'd never had a line, he didn't get paid the same as everybody else. Like he got an extra fee. But he was in so many episodes, and eventually they gave him a line and he became a character. Because people started recognizing him. Like he was in so many fucking episodes, but he never had a line. Can't remember his name. If anyone knows, go ahead and say.
I feel like
10 seconds
looking at Twitch
remaining.
chat, we might be the fucking experts on EastEnders.
5
Because I don't
seconds
think many
remaining.
people know what the fuck.
I don't know. I don't know this. I mean, you're a young lad. There are quite a few people in the chat who are like in their 30s, 20s, 30s. If you are British, is there any chance you haven't watched EastEnders at some point?
There probably wasn't
I haven't
much
watched
on
it.
back then as well.
Dire
You've
team
never watched
pick.
a second of EastEnders.
I don't think I've ever watched a full episode. I don't think I've ever watched it, to be honest.
What? He reads books and stuff. Today. Like he reads like
Nerd.
fucking 5 books a day. I mean, it's like when I
It's
got home
true.
from school, I would like crack on fucking like I would just watch whatever my mum was watching.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Which
no, I
was
never-
like
never did
fucking
that.
Worsley Road, The Apprentice,
5 seconds
EastEnders. But Plague
Radiant
just fucking
team
cracked
back.
open a book. I mean, you got respect for it.
So when I was a lad, obviously there were 4 channels. I would watch Till in the evening with my mum until I got bored. I would often be sat in our living room. We had a dining room table at the back of the living room, and I'd be up there writing D&D adventures or making characters or doing whatever, and watching the
10
telly with half an
seconds
eye.
remaining.
And there were a number of shows that I remember watching that I didn't
5
like, but there
seconds
was
remaining.
nothing else
Nice
to
jump,
do.
Alistair!
There's no internet. I didn't have a good computer. I had a Commodore 64 for fucking years. Well after they stopped making them. Well after Commodore had gone bankrupt, I still had my fucking Commodore 64. Just dog shit. I had nothing else to do but watch telly. Like, Harry Hill's TV Burp was fantastic. It was a great show. But I was not a child when that came out. I was, like, old. But I still loved it. But so the shows that we
Dire
watched were
team
just,
back.
like, absolute shit. Thank you, Jonas, gifting a sub to Gregors. Thank you, Gregors. Interestingly, a mod, but not a sub. I think we need to,
Nice jump,
need
Alistair!
to see to that. Let's just unmod Gregory.
Oh, don't.
Well,
Yes,
I'm not
do
being
it.
funny. I
Do it.
can't have.
Nice jump,
Yeah.
Alistair!
We can't have
Fucking
someone
fuck.
who wasn't
Just
even a
reset for
sub.
43 months.
He's not even a sub. We
5
can't have him
seconds
as a
remaining.
mod. How long had he not been a sub
Team
for?
back. Dire team back.
Well, he's a sub now, mate. Just saying.
Oh, you're right. No, he is now. Yeah, no, right. You're back on the train, Gregors. There you go. Yeah, well, I tried to. I don't know if it worked.
Oh.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Yeah,
seconds
there.
remaining.
He's back.
Radiant team pick.
Sorry, Dave. I was
Dire
thinking about you.
team pick.
Oh, that's a good point. You can't unmod Greg because then who will fix quality settings for people? He's got to be around to make sure your stream's working.
That's right. That's a good point. Resident mod Greg, who fixes my internet. Silencer, Snapfire, Tide Clock, Naga versus Underlord, Lifestealer, Tusk, Shadow Shaman, and
10 seconds remaining.
Lesh is
So this
not in
Naga
the
pick
pool.
is kind of crushing,
5
but
seconds
it's
remaining.
not too bad. Lifestealer is
Go
like
Zeus. Zeus is banned. They banned
Zeus
Zeus
is banned.
themselves. Go.
Literally. Mitch.
Unless what if they're playing Tusk mid, a Tuskar warrior.
I don't know how
it's
he
got to be
does
something that does okay against
against
Silencer as well.
Viper?
No, Viper's really bad against Illusion Heroes.
Is he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
of
think so.
course. Also,
I think
he
OD
just
wouldn't be
dies.
terrible. I think Quap would be okay. I think Puck would be okay. I think DP would be okay. But they're not like fantastic, you know. You're not like, oh yeah, Puck. It's just like, it's okay.
Spetsky
the
mod.
line mid.
Get Spetsky in as a mod. Man, what a lad, Spetsky. Lunatic.
God damn, what else? Jakiro mid. Now Jakiro mid is the Chad pick here.
It would be something. They're listening, so if they pick Jakiro, I'm literally going to ban Reg from next week's in-houses, just saying. Like, there's no way it's on the tip of their tongue, Jakiro mid. But you guys have said it, so they might well do it.
I mean, they're having a long old think about this. They're torn, and I understand why. It's miserable.
Primal Beast mid.
Primal's banned by Radiant.
Yeah.
Lead.
Lena.
Choose
I
your-
wasn't going to suggest Lena because I don't think her burst is that amazing.
She doesn't have enough to kill illusions. But they do have Underlord,
Not
right?
really.
Underlord is their big illusion dealer with her.
Yeah, that's true.
If he goes shards and Q's himself walks into them, they'll die. But
I mean, it is. I mean, I'm just grateful that it's not like a fucking Bane or an Oracle bid. Why?
Everyone is so well behaved these days, says Bob. And Punman says, do you want me to pun? And Bob says, no, because that's not funny.
true.
I think everyone just got a bit old.
Maya says, problem is there's a few mods who are extremely stiff. Terrifying. I don't know if that's true, Myers. Lifestealer has to buy Mjolnir this game. It's a good call, Greg.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, Lifestealer can handle the Naga pressure, but
Doesn't Net go through magic immunity? Or am I
with
thinking...
Only with
Ags,
Ags.
which Naga should build, but you know, Lifestealer should be going Satanic very early for the purge on Global Silence. Or he goes a BKB for the same
Myers
purpose,
got
right?
timed out. Oh, he's back. My lad. How did I ever demod this boy? He knows what's up. If Myers feels that the mods are unfair to him, they are doing their job
Prepare for battle.
admirably. Woohoo!
Wogan is full plague once again.
Jake's betraying you apparently. He's typed for plague, but he still has enthused teach me on his name.
Well, you know, I'm happy to be polygamous.
Reg is also for you. Would you accept Reg as your partner?
Reg is for who?
For you.
Is he?
He is.
of
He is
course.
for Ashwin.
Love Reg. I mean, I hate him when we're playing Dotes, but I love
Oh, of course. As he says for plague, it's looking like a plague first blood.
30 seconds
He really
to
has
battle.
learned everything I have to teach him.
Jake
Now,
is
now,
the
So-
internet.
listen, this is very important. You must feed at the root.
This is how you get your game started. It makes you enraged, you know. It gets you ready to go.
Stop letting Jacus in these games.
So emergency jazz hands gone for the lower cast range spell level 1. So Wogan has a
Nice
chance
job,
if he's very
Alistair.
speedy, but at the same time Zalafa will have his Q, so there's no chance
for 48
whatsoever.
months. Thou best in house.
Here we go, the plague first blood.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, Wogan just
you've got to at least praise him for mimicking you so well.
I'm delighted that the Plague First Blood has occurred in an in-house, and it's
It
from the
was
person
a clean
who
one as
most
well.
wants to imitate me.
May I say, Plague, it was textbook.
It was
Waiting at
really
the room
perfect.
by yourself.
not even looking at the enemy. That's my favorite part. Just literally
you don't
eyes
get
on the
DFPs
fucking
better
other
than
monitor.
that.
Right, Jido's in mid. There versus Vi. I played Silence against Lena last night, I think. Absolutely, I was playing against some like Herald 2 Lena in a terrible stack. I just made her life sad. I felt like Fog did, you know. I felt bad for what I did.
Denied.
But
will
I can say,
happily
Silencer should
dominate
win
the
this
enemy.
lane.
If, on the rare occasions it happens, it makes me so happy.
Oh, that's bad.
Sad.
Yeah, sad to see. 1-1 versus 3-3, so they are losing the lane so far on Silencer.
Isn't Jido terrible? Am I wrong?
I think Jido has been good so far, but they have only played offlaners.
Okay. Silencer is a noob hero, though, so
True.
it tells us everything we need to know.
I mean, the Witchblade is just too much damage. It's genuinely
Bionic
disturbing.
86 expending 600 ciders to announce egg.
I respect that. I'll,
We respect
what
that.
else are they
I mean,
for,
he knows
really?
what he wanted.
let's just drop some eggs.
Egg!
Egg!
Egg! I showed that to my kids. They thought it was the best thing ever. We were watching Frozen Planet 2 at the time, and there was a seal on screen. And I said, "Oh, have I got the seal vid for you?" Egg!
I've ruined your chat.
Oh dear. Egg!
Oh, I didn't do it. God damn it.
Well done, Ashwin. Gnoob.
Good
Leg!
Oh shit, I selected the wrong thing.
Egg! 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 Egg!
Why can't I fucking do it? Why can't I figure out technology?
Greg!
What's it doing?
You're just an old man,
Nice
that's why.
jump, Alistair.
Select
lost the
the
touch.
users
That's
just
why I'm
resubbed
funny.
for 18 months. Egg.
Thank you for the sub. Is it me or is getting the money creep, the ticket creep, the best one? Like, it's such a good feeling to get that.
Yeah, oh my god. But it's like, you know, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Because when you miss it,
Oh.
you know your support notices.
Yeah,
You fucking know that he's just sitting there judging you.
so good. I'll be like, come here and get the money creep.
I have to say, this is not... Maybe this is Plague type CSing, but it's not Plague approved CSing. Wogan.
Oh,
He's
dear.
got 2 CS in 3 minutes. 2
Man,
CS.
He's got a rough old lane.
He does have a rough old lane, but you should be able to get... You should be under tower getting CS, right? Against Underlord? He's managed to bring it up to 5. Good work, Wogan.
I mean, he's got money for these items and a wand. Get a wand. Get a wand. It's get a really, really fucking good item. Even just a stick, I'll take
They're
a stick.
pulling as well. This is bullying. It's not very ethical pulling.
It's at this point in the lane that I would go jungle to Snugger.
Wow. Level 2.
It's close to it.
I mean, one of the issues they've got is Jacobs has been off farting about for quite a while now, and the lane is just under tower, exactly where Underlord wants it. Reg hasn't having to use
Oh
Firestorm.
my god, they got denied on the money creep.
Brutal.
Queue up Midas, go jungle. That's how you come back in this game as Naga.
I might make some of those seal noises my new sub notification. Getting sick of.
But don't
Nice
you
jump
think there's a
out.
chance? There's a chance it just ruins the video for you.
I don't know. It's
Like it loses its magic when you hear it 10 times a day.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to reserve the
You're
special.
right, you're right.
Like now you've introduced your kids to it. You might be hearing it 10 times a day anyway.
No,
you gotta
there's-
save yourself.
Look, you don't understand how my
Kids
kids
probably
work.
don't find it that funny.
No, they did like it, but also they have 20 memes a day being pounded into their brain. Like, Although my daughter made a funny jape the other day. You know, they're aware of the Milady Tips Fedora meme, right?
Right.
So we were talking about that, and somehow we were also talking, don't ask me how, about like world geography, and my elder said Malaysia, and I laughed because I thought that was actually pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
And I don't know if she got that off the internet or if she came up with it, but that's the kind of meme that's like, you know, that's an actual meme.
Well played. Malaysia.
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 And then she was like, "Where is Malaysia?" I was like, "All right." Your lack of geographical knowledge has ruined this jape.
You never invaded Malaysia on Hoi before?
It's a vital outpost on the way to the British Raj. Oh dear. Yep. Llama doesn't care. He's gonna kill you.
Oh! Wogan gets out. Leg!
Leg! Leg! There's something funny about, as a support you're playing against a Tide, you're like, I'll go harass him a bit. And you right click him and just nothing happens. You're like, oh yeah.
Even as that's as a shadow shaman as well.
Yeah, no, he's like a
King of
strong
damage,
right-clicking
it's just
hero, and it's just
nothing.
like, clonk, oh. You need some break. God, it's no fun playing against Silencer.
Yeah, he just does so much damage with the
Oh,
Q and
no.
even with
Please.
the flicks with the W's.
Oh my God!
Oh my god!
Ah!
That was poor. That was poor. Going
Wogan
on
in
Wogan in the
trouble.
hotline.
Wogan very in trouble. Can't believe Reg hasn't
He's
taken a
got
value level in
six.
that.
8 stick charges.
Yeah, in W, right?
Oh no! He got salved by... I think he got salved by Jacobs and then salved himself?
Oh,
I'm
Jefferson's
sure I
escaped
heard the noise twice.
with the thingy, and he's being clicked. Top tier commentary.
The thingy.
Well done. Well done.
It's infest, isn't it?
The
I was going to call
infest,
it
yeah.
rupture because there's blood involved, but the wrong kind of blood. This is internal blood as opposed to heal blood.
Remember, of course, that in China, Lifestealer is just a man.
Is he?
He is not a zombie. He is just a man.
Isn't
But
that
like,
the same for
is
the Sphinx?
he
also
like,
not-
is he
he's
just
not,
like,
not
is
skeleton.
he like just a bald lad, like
He's just
fucking
a
crawling
bold,
about?
poorly-looking man, but he is not a zombie. Wraith King, also just a man.
I mean, he must be very poorly if he's, you know, the way Lifestealer is. So
Well, he still... They call him Monkey, because he looks like a monkey. He doesn't look like a zombie. He looks like a monkey. Well, they used to. I don't know if they still do. Oh, well done, Jazz Hands. Just absolutely fucked your life through there. Love to see it.
are there any other heroes which are just like?
There's
I mean,
no
obviously, I
there's
know
no blood.
skeletons are like a big
Yeah.
L.
So there's
Yeah.
no blood, there's no
But are there
skeleton.
any other ones where you're just like, okay, we kind of just have to make this guy a dude now?
I don't
think-
know.
Ari said the other two, which is Pugner and Clinks.
Yeah, Pugner, Clinks. Wraith King is definitely one of them, and Lifestealers. There's a good rotation here.
Yeah.
Oh, Gibbo, that's nice. Still gonna pay the
Dying is
ultimate
just
price,
a
though.
pirate.
Oh, my!
He's in trouble!
Oh, nice,
Well
Gibbon!
played, buddy.
That was beautiful. And that's
Didn't keep
that's
his
the two earner
distance.
charges, so his ganking can now begin. Meanwhile,
Oh,
bot lane
trouble
is still
for Jacobs
just
goes down.
Oh, that was a nice
The pit
dodge.
has now been skilled.
That was a nice dodge on the pit by Wogan. I don't know if it was intentional, but it looked amazing.
he is gonna escape with his life there.
Apart from
Is
walking
he?
back into it. Oh shit, there's TP's coming in.
Reg is low as hell. He's been tanking the tower a lot.
Oh, they get the kill. But that's 4 int for Jado.
Yes, AA just has a weird frowny face. That's one, for sure.
There are quite a lot of skeleton lads. I mean, does Pudge count? He's pretty dead.
I think Pudge is kind of already just a dude though. He's like he's a fat dude, but
But he's too scary. He just has a t-shirt on.
Oh, Lich might be one they changed.
Maybe, yeah.
Lich is definitely gone.
I mean, it's China's fucking insane, dude. What a fucking country. So many, like, there's young people can't play a certain number of hours of video games a day. Can't have skeletons in a game.
I think
what
they
are you
removed.
talking
I think
about?
they banned it altogether. Is young people on weekdays can't play. If you're under 18, you can't play any games. They did restrict it to like an hour, and then they just like binned it.
The maddest thing is, they would be really good at video games. Like,
Yeah.
if you're literally wanting to promote China as a cool thing,
Well, I mean,
winning
the only
video
problem
game
with
tournaments
games
is very pog.
Is you're pretty likely to start promoting not the regime.
Oh.
They also banned. So people might think that it's like they want the kids to work super hard, whatever. But they also banned after school tuition.
Really?
Like that's like a banned thing in China. You're not allowed to do that for a kid because I presume they only want people teaching the kids who are government authorized to do so.
God
Don't put any
damn.
funny ideas in their heads.
God, that's mad, isn't it? I mean, I always associate with China with like a real sort of focus on education and wanting to give your kids extra schooling after like on maths and English and whatever is like a big thing. I think of as being a thing that China is all about. I hadn't anticipated. Oh, hello! Gibbo's in. He's gonna get Reg. They get Reg. He's going for the TPO. He can't get there. Oh, they get him.
Nice. Oh, that is int.
That is more int for the silencer.
I thought Grumpy did.
But that is 4 rotation spots, so Leicester is going to snowball really hard off this, and Lena's maybe going to take mid tower. So, are you willing to trade that much for 4 int? I think Shane would say yes.
Yes.
The rest of the sane world would say no.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not when you say the rest of the same world, that implies that Shane is a part of the same world.
Radiant structures are
No, it implies he's the other from the rest of the sane world.
No, if you say the rest, if you say, for example, Plague and the rest of the casters, you imply me and Ashwin. So
But I put a break, right? I said Shane would say yes. The rest of the sane world would say no.
No.
The rest of.
I think you're wrong.
Not and the. I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one.
I
I'm
don't
sticking
think
to
you
the
are. I
guns
don't
on this
think
one.
you are.
I've not been listening, but why are we complaining?
If I said to you, Pyrion and the rest of the bold world,
Yeah.
or if I said to you Shane and the rest of the sane world, would you think that
Yeah.
Shane was sane by that statement or insane?
I would think that he was sane.
Because you're saying the rest of, implying that he is a part of that group.
Yeah, that's
If you
how
said,
would
I
take
ate a
it.
slice of cake and the rest of the cake, I'm not saying not the rest of the cake. I'm saying that this slice of cake, Shane, is also a part of the rest of the cake. If you'd said Shane and the sane world, or the rest of us, but I think if you say the rest of the same world, you're implying Shane is a part of it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm checking the book.
You
I'm
check
checking
the
the book.
rulebook. Check the fucking rulebook.
I mean, I'm just saying, Ted. He reads like 8 books a day. I don't read any books a year. So
I don't think reading a book. He might be reading.
No, reading a book
fucking-
has nothing to do with being able to talk.
He
Talking
might,
is-
he might be reading fucking Biff and Floppy
Men.
books.
Mr. Men and
Little Miss.
Little Miss. I've never seen I've never read a Little Miss. I don't think.
Right. So when you say the rest of it, you're referring to the remainder of a specific
That's
thing.
good. There's dead.
Okay, I didn't put an and. That's where it is. I didn't say and. I said Shane would say yes. The rest of the sane world would say no. I think
That's
that
not
means
what
they're
you
different.
said. That's not what
That's
you
what
said.
I just checked the clip. That's what I just said.
No, you said and the rest of the same world.
There's no and. There is no and. I guarantee. I'm listening again.
Oh, big ravage!
So I mean, I'm gonna say that I'm also not wrong because I was given wrong information.
Noted.
Dire's middle
Fair.
tower is under attack.
That wasn't a rampage, though, was it?
I mean, I was really excited to
Dire's middle tower
take
is under attack.
Plague's mother tongue credentials away, but I don't think we can.
Oh, I got a little overexcited. It would have been nice.
It would have been very
Radiant's
nice.
top
It's the
tower
one
has
thing that
been
he
destroyed.
has. He can talk better. He can also play cat.
So Eri says, I think the and is just connective tissue. I don't think it makes a substantive difference. Ted is correct on this one. Do I want to be on
Eri
team-
I will
just
leave.
wants to
I will
make you
leave the clip for others to judge if I made a differentiation between Shane and the rest of the sane world or not. I'm willing to. I'm willing to let it stand by its own
I will say,
merits.
if there was a however, then I would have given it to you.
Radiant are scanning.
However, the rest of the same world, I just think there needs to be a differentiating term, and I don't feel that.
There's a but. Is a but sufficient for you?
Dire's structures are fortified.
A butt is always
I
sufficient for
think-
me,
I
Blake.
think you meant- I think you meant what you meant, Blake.
I understand what you meant. I'm just saying I was.
I mean,
I know
isn't
that. I know
it-
that.
what
but
I
I'm-
was told
I'm pretty
originally
sure I
was
said what
that-
I meant as well.
What I was told you said originally was Shane and the rest of the sane world would say X.
That's correct. Me
what
adding
actually
the
happened is you
and
said
was
Shane would
wrong.
say X, and the rest of the same world would say Y. I think because you said what Shane would say after, in between saying what the other, it's acceptable.
I think it's fair to say this game of Dota is very fucking
The
boring.
gods!
We've spent genuinely 10 minutes going
Oh,
over
who
this, but I'm glad we
fucking
did.
cares?
I mean, we
This
talked
is-
about
this is
EastEnders
far
for
more
fucking
important to me than
15
this
minutes. Like,
I'm gonna watch this
the
clip.
game stuck.
There is a but in there, Ari. You cannot be saying this is an L for me.
Let me hear it.
Are you
Right.
willing to trade that
I
much
mean,
for 4 int? I think
it
Shane
makes
would
sense
say
to me,
yes.
but
Yes.
The rest of the sane world would say no.
Alright, hold on.
Are you
Right.
willing to trade that much for 4 int? I think Shane would say yes.
Yes.
The rest of the sane world would say.
Right, there was a but.
There's a but in there. That's
There
all
is
I'm
a but.
saying.
There is a but. Plague is exonerated. I didn't hear the
Oh.
but because I was talking at the same time. My bad.
It's what a relief. Eri, fuck you. Take the L.
Eri does nothing but take it.
True.
Eri Eldenok.
I mean, can we just check the list? 1 second.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, he's on there.
He's on the list. You're
He's
right.
on there.
Repulsed by playing. Now, Ashman, this is your list, isn't it?
Yes.
Because it's the use of the term repulsed,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
but without insults directed at the players themselves, which would be Month's thing. List
I mean,
of
the
brain
insults
dead
would be directed at
goons.
you if it was Month's thing, I think.
Right, but he would say, list of brain dead goons senile egg will not play with. Something like that.
yeah, he would say that.
Oh, here we go. Ravage is down. Zalapur is ready. They want to do stuff. They do get the catch on G-Do. There's the cookie save. The snowball with the chase.
Oh, here come the boys!
Toss the silence in the snowball.
Where you going? Where you going?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh,
Oh,
Emergency Jazz
Grumpy?
has just found a lad here.
Oh, a
Why
little
do we
sti-
need to Angel
Oh,
Slam?
what a
It's a good
catch!
hook.
Everyone else went back bot.
Goodbye, Gibbo.
Oh, they're
You're
going for
a
Wogan.
hero.
Can
that
you
your
get the
team
side-
did.
Oh, he
Oh,
almost
no.
cliffed him. He almost cliffed him. Gibbo lives. Gibbo's
Wogan
big.
down.
Oh, why has Grumpy gone
Oh,
back in?
No, that's a
The
big
Ravage
Ravage
into
and a
the
big
gods,
Duke.
that's why! Oh, he
Oh,
died
how did he
anyway!
Dies!
How did he die? He was just
Reg
standing
killed
in
him
the
somehow.
fire.
Reg just clicked the fuck out.
Get out the fire.
BadDragon.com. What are you advertising dogshit websites? What is this? I'm going to look this up. I'm going to regret it, but...
What, Bad Dragon? It's
Radiant's middle tower.
who's
is under
talking
attack.
about Bad Dragon? Sorry.
It's Vi's username.
Bad Dragon is a dildo website, I believe.
Is it? How do you
Yes,
know that?
it is. Because I am looking at it right now. It is. Plague, how
Which
did
but how
is
you
does
for,
Plague know that?
I would describe it as monstrous dildos. I would say it as. It's not
That
your
is
normal
accurate.
type of dildo.
That is accurate. Good lord. What is wrong with Vi? Not enough to be
I think there's
criminally
quite,
bad
quite
at
a lot.
those.
There's quite a lot of things. I think we all three of us know there's quite a lot wrong.
Plague, what? How did you know about that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I
Well,
mean?
you know my gap year.
Look, sometimes the the magic marketers at Bad Dragon, they put out something so repulsive the rest of the world takes notice, you know? And who can deny that there is something that the eye is drawn to what they create on that website?
Well, much the same way a dog turd draws
Exactly.
the eye. Yeah. I would like to see Gibbo going for an Ags next and nothing else. You need nothing else but an Ags in this game, sir.
He's got the shard already. He's going to be jetpacking all over the shard.
You get the Ags, get
pretty-
a Basher, away you go.
Yeah. I think that's actually really correct in this game to go shard very early on, right? Because you don't want to stay in there with any of these heroes.
No.
You maybe stay in there with the Shadow Shaman, but the rest you're just cogsing them and getting the fuck out.
Now, if I jetpack, can I jetpack over Pit of Malice or out of Pit of Malice?
I think
No.
Pit of Malice still catches you when you're flying. I think.
will still catch you.
Yeah.
But it's a pit.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, it's
but
just
I
got
mean,
a
you get
strong
caught by
gravitational pull.
Wyvern flying about and stuff. Does not stop. There's a Silencio.
Oh, nice catch
Lifestealer-
on Gino.
Lifestealer don't give a shit. Lifestealer's gonna punch. Grumpy Nerd is trying to get away. Don't know how he will get away.
Oh, the catch!
shards just
Very
missed.
close. They're on him.
Here comes Clock.
Olé!
Why did Clock go in?
Gibbo, yes! There's a wonderful four-man cogs, but sadly too late.
Did it for the Don't Push shards.
A black hole is also just a pit in space-time. I disagree, because a black hole is three-dimensional, isn't it? And a pit is essentially a flat opening. Like, imagine a 2D opening into a 3D space. That's what a pit is.
Could black hole define every spell in the game? I mean, say
Nice
Laguna
jump,
Blade.
Alistair.
Laguna Blade
Scoop
is
just
just a
resubbed
black
for
hole
62
without the
months.
stun on a
Deep
single
Book
hero.
6 and 2.
It's a good point. I would say not.
I think even on the very first example, you stumbled. I don't see the black hole.
I
there,
think
so-
I explained that flawlessly.
I think you.
Dire's
A
middle
pit
tower
is 3D
has
Sneaky
fallen.
Turtle, but we're talking in Dota terms. A pit of malice is a circle on the ground into which you can fall. So it exists as a flat opening. If you look at it from the right angle, it's essentially a flat surface with a hole in it. What happens below that surface is a pit. Otherwise, it's just an opening into a pit. A black hole is a sphere. So the black hole would suck anything in. But I'm just saying, if I'm flying over a pit, it would be like saying you couldn't jump over a hole. Otherwise, it's not a pit. A pit is, by definition, a hole.
It doesn't
put
look
a bad
much like a
dragon
hole, I
dildo
must
in it.
say.
Oh, hello, the song's set up!
This
What do
is
they
a
got here?
bold way to start the fight. Timing. Too slow.
The BKB! All wrong! They're gonna get some kills
What
here!
a mess.
Grumpy's got
Yeah,
in the
the silence
silence!
is
On
huge.
top! Can they get something? They do get
Oh, this
they
is a
get
big
three!
fight.
This is a big fight.
Go,
Gibbo
Gibbo.
wants more. Gibbo wants
Go,
more.
Gibbo.
Oh, there
I
it
think
is. There it is.
Life
There
stealing
it
with
is.
Underlord can
I'm
fight
not
this.
sure it is a pit.
I think it's more of a dome of malice.
Mostly
Yeah.
just a circle.
Dome of malice.
A
That's
massive
It's a
malice.
much like my
a
head.
plinth of malice.
Much like my head, a dome of pure malice.
A rug of malice.
I don't wear
I
a
like the
rug.
rug
What
of
are you
malice.
talking about?
No, it
like a
does.
rug.
It's just a flat piece on the ground, ain't it?
No, because apparently if you're in the air, it catches you.
Well, that's true. It does have an upwards effect.
It does, because if
It
you
is a
look,
dome
it
of malice.
has little arms reaching
A
up out of the
dome
ground.
has a roof.
Yeah, it's more of a cylinder of malice, really. An open top cylinder.
It's
Although
That
going
was
in-
good.
a
in!
cylinder of malice.
They
It's a
both
Pringles
gone in!
can of malice.
Oh, this is a disaster. Kill
Wogan has-
Lifestealer.
Llama
Wogan
doing
is-
it.
Wogan
Force
gets
stop
out!
is
What a
huge.
force stop! Can
Oh
they get
my
Cool
God.
Llama? Cool Llama's going for
Cool Llama's
rope.
trying to get
He
ages.
can't get it. He's been bashed. Can they
Somebody
finish
should
it?
finish off this roach.
Finish the roast.
Oh my
Gibbo's
God,
going
Guy's
for
gonna
it.
die as well.
Hero.
Oh my God!
This
Gibbo!
game's completely turned around. Careful, lads.
Wow,
Oh
that
my
bash
God.
was something.
Okay, who's for Jake? Oh, that was gorgeous.
A shaft of malice.
It looks like I don't need to teach him.
Alright,
to be
I like
honest.
that. Shaft of malice is where it's
Shaft
at.
of malice. Can you tweet Bruno and just get that changed?
Dear Bruno, it should not be called a pit. It should be called a shaft.
Dire's top
We
tower
have discussed
is
this
under
in
attack.
length.
Double damage.
Right, but Jimmy Limmy, listen, you're not understanding the point. I'll draw you a picture in paint.
Oh, I'm putting up the stream for this.
Listen, if you guys can't understand this, I'll get it round your heads. All right. There's a circle. Below it, a pit, presumably spiked. right? Imagine this in 3D space, right? So here's all spikes all around it. Here's me, clockwork, flying over the pit. Should be possible. I've got a jetpack after all, and yet I am captured. Ergo, it is not a pit. There's a big fight happening. Whoops.
This fight is actually going pretty.
Oh, this is
well
going
done
very
now.
diary.
Yep.
Do you know what's more?
I don't know where Wogan is. He's here now, though. There's
Big
a
song
song.
for the save. He's sticking around. He
They
wants
can
to
fight this.
fight. They're going
Why
for
is
it.
Gino so
Jacobs is
close?
in here.
He
There's a
doesn't need to
cookie
be that
catches
close.
too. They get the snakes down. Bad Dragon and Cool Armor are in trouble. Wogan's trying
Aegis,
to
though.
fight
It's only
them.
Aegis.
He has Aegis. That's just Aegis. Gino might kill Zalapa. No, he goes down. Enthuse, teach me. Wogan's going to clean up here. It's him versus Lifestealer. Here he goes. He's got snakes for company.
He's not cleaning up here.
He is not. The snakes are
Nat in
doing
one.
some work. He's
But
getting
rage,
back.
he can rage it off. He can rage it off.
Oh,
gonna
the
bash him?
first hit bash!
Oh!
10 men into one man leaves, and it's Cool Llama.
Damn. I don't know why Gino felt the need to just charge into the center of everything with that song. Could have just stayed quite far away and clicked.
I think they just got excited. They just want to be there. Be there for the team.
There's something about song that just gets the juices flowing.
It does. Something's happening. It's the anticipatory
It's like
music.
it's like an aperitif, or you can like smell the food from the food truck before you have it.
It's that moment when you know the striker is through on goal. The crowd holds its breath, and then the striker dies to the goalie.
Is that something that happens in Football Manager
All the
sometimes?
time.
Just collapsing on the field. So the Wraith Pack done on the Tide. There's not actually that much magic damage in this game, so doesn't need to go for the pipe. I think the Shivas will do fine. Though I think he could also kind of go for the more blinky initiation approach at this point, right?
I don't think they need it, and I'll tell you why, Plague. I feel that with the Naga Siren net and the song setup, and with Clock, they've got enough catch. I think this is the right play. Get the Wraith Pact. The Shivas is a good shout, and I don't think he needs the initiation. I mean, if you just mouse over Ravage, it's the Scream. Well, you can just fucking walk. He's got phase boots. Just get in there. You've got the song set up. The issue they're going to have is, can they time it perfectly, the song turn off with the Ravage? It's very hard to do because
it's hard.
Lena's going to be mashing BKB, and Life's is going to be mashing Rage. Can you get either of those spells off before Ravage? And Ravage has a cast time, so it is going to be very difficult.
I suppose if he gets Shivas for the mana and then goes Refresher, that could also work as a build. He does need to build more team fight, right? Like, you don't want this... You really want Clock to do the initiations. You don't want this Naga song to be used. Like your get out of jail free card.
Yeah. I will say this. I do think that if he doesn't get a blink, he should get the Ags, because it is really good.
Oh, I agree. I forgot about that item. He should go Ags this game. Yeah, you're right.
Who's this?
Oh, he didn't go the 120 gush damage talent though.
Oh. Alright, well,
So
that's
maybe
a boo-boo.
that is a boo boo
That
for
is
the
a
Ags.
big old boo boo. Not sure why that's happened.
That is a boo-boo.
Maybe he's just going max into damage reduction, but
Now, is Grumpy Nerd Northern Irish or Southern Irish? I can't remember.
I didn't realise he was any kind.
I thought Grumpy Nerd was Irish. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna guess that he's
I think he's Republic. I think he's from Era. I think he's Republic. Anyone in
Dire's
chat?
bottom tower is under attack.
we only have one representative that I know of. That's Grip.
He's from the bad guy art of Ireland. That's not very nice, is it, Carnivorous Whale?
What's the bad
I
guy
think he means
art?
Yeah,
Northern Ireland.
really depends on your perspective of whether it's the bad, which is the bad part. The bad part.
Oh, bad part.
But there's a guy. No, there's a guy in there.
The bad guy part is what
The
it
bad
is.
guy
Bad
part.
guy part.
But that's still that doesn't clarify.
No, that's not very nice either. Every time's out Myers again instantly. You know what? I would like it if we could give an award. I might have to do this myself, because I think I'd be the only one who can really be a fair judge. Just for chat over the year. So, for example, most helpful goon of the year award. Here comes Underlord.
But like, you hate people helping.
I do, but just consider this. Most tolerant goon. I would be very tempted to say Myers because I give him so much shit and he's still here.
He's just desperate.
There's the sleep!
They should.
Sleep!
They should
Song
just
catches
do next time.
everyone! Ravage on
Oh, he
Dandy!
got Rachel!
Stolen by... Ravage on everyone! Stolen by Dandy!
Are you kidding me?
They turn it around!
man.
It's Light of Heaven with his
Can't try to
BKB!
survive.
Cool, I'm gonna
Puppy
die.
talked about the Naga counter! It's Light of Heaven with his BKB!
Oh my god. Slide
goes
away.
away.
No. Oh, the click.
Pooch.
Whoa!
Good turnaround.
Still misses. It cost.
That was something. This is a hell of a game. This is a classic, and we
Why is
talked
Jake
about
sticking
naught
around?
but pits.
The dead Jake.
Tip.
This is quite the game.
This is
This is
quite
a very
the
good
game.
game. I think
27 to 27.
so. They had to. So they knew Lysila used rage, but they kept the song up for so long. His rage came back up again, right? If he doesn't get the rage off there, that fight's a complete win for Radiant. They
Yeah.
don't have Naga dying or anything, but it's only because he's able to just hit everyone for the entire duration of Ravage that they lose that. So they just could be a little bit more precise, and they would be winning these fights, which means it's a very close game.
Radiant's
No
top
dust.
tower is under attack.
Oh, the random smoke.
Oh, hello.
there's a hook.
Nice
Oh,
from
good.
Gibbo.
Does Axon Tide lower the cooldown on the Q? Yeah, it does.
Wogan's running at him.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, I don't
tower
think they
is
get
under
this.
attack.
I've just noticed Zalapa has a solar crest. I think this item is bad.
You don't
This
see
was
people
like
buying
this
it
was
much.
like the build like maybe
3
maybe
years
like
ago.
3 years ago. I don't know. Even then, it doesn't feel as good as Blink on a pos 4. I don't really know what he's doing, to be honest.
No.
Which guide did this come from? Is this the Plus system? I can
I don't
believe
think
it's
it
the
is.
Plus
I think
system.
they
I don't
just
believe
genuinely.
any actual guide could have this.
I'm gonna
I
get
think
a
they just
solar
genuinely
crest
think
here.
it's a
I'm
good
gonna-
item to help your carry out.
I'm gonna get
you
a
know?
solar crest here. Has anybody got a problem with that solar crest? He's not Irish. That's Zalapa. But he's now he's Northern Irish. I'm gonna get a solar crest here.
Radiant
It's
are
Tortellini guides told me to get it. I think it's pretty good.
Do you know what's really troubling? The level situation on the Naga is not great. 17
mean,
versus the
he's-
22 of
He's
cool
learned
armor.
from the best.
Excuse you, my farming is impeccable. Everything else about my game, dog shit. Farming is on point.
Can't outrun a
Underlord
wildfire.
going BKB. I don't think that's gonna help you, Reg.
I guess he's realised his leaner's on something, that you can just mash the button and you never get comboed with the song. It's a fairly
Yeah,
sensible
it's pretty good.
sensible option.
I think especially since he's one of their ways to deal with Naga Siren that, you know, maybe it makes sense. Roche is not up
Yeah.
yet. A minute away. Can they get a kill? I would like to kill the Lifestealer. I don't know, that's asking a lot. Underlord would do. They might have seen him there. They pinged them. They've seen something.
Yeah.
They
This
might
is
sing a
good
walk
actually.
up. Wogan's gonna go for this.
Oh, this is Why
This
would you
is
need a
not
song that? You
good.
don't need to song every time.
Oh, the Hypno catch is an extra. There's the
That was
Jaws.
the Ravage board. What are they doing?
Well, they're gonna get
They
Roche off the
got
back of it.
kills, but it's just the
That's-
most scuffed engagement I've ever seen.
I would be okay with buying back on Shaman and taking this fight on Radiant. Sorry, on Dire. You just got a full BKB finished on Lifestealer. No one's going to touch him in the fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, oh, oh.
They're doing a little prodding.
I don't know why Gibbo has done this.
Gibbo's gone in. He's gonna
He's
stun
he's
himself.
overclocked himself for some reason.
He's not used his E at all.
Does
There
he?
we go.
Does he think it refreshes?
I don't know.
Ooh. Well, he's got his ult up again now.
Oh, trouble maybe for the nerd.
Memo
There's
for
the
Paul
Skylance.
Just
The hook is on
15
nothing.
months.
That's pretty
And now the
big.
click's coming out on
Pretty
Naga.
big. They get Wogan. They get
Wogan's
Wogan.
down.
He's dead. Gibbo trying to fly over them all. They're going to get more. They get Jito as well. There's the break on the clock. He's going to fly away. Now they can get Roche.
Yeah, I wonder
Imagine if
a
they
spell
hadn't
like
used all their
Song
spells. Yeah, or Song
would
or
have been
Ravage.
useful here.
Oh my, who else are they going to get? They're going to get Jacobs.
It's going to turn into a
Dead.
snowball.
Oh,
Hello.
It was cute. Right, well now Dire get Roche if they want it.
It's up.
yep.
Was you were right when saying Radiant had Roche. Because it's a lot more scary for Dire to like initiate into them, right? That's terrifying.
You got Song
they
and
just kind of-
Ravage. And
They
Cloak.
just kind of ran at them.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's
They just kind
amazing
of ran
to
at them
me.
with no spells.
You use all your spells, you get 2 kills, you do nothing with it, wait for everyone to respawn, and then take another fight with none of your spells. What are you doing? What are you using them for?
They didn't
We-
even
we know the
respawn.
lads
That was a
didn't know what Roche
3v5.
That was
Both
a
of the-
3v5?
That was 3v5. That's what I'm saying. This Lifestealer is untouchable with BKB. Don't
We're
provoke
not-
him. Don't go near him.
They
Don't
need 4 in tier
aggravate him.
2. Fucking idiots. Well, they've got their 4 up now.
They do have it now.
If they want to save this Medivac, which I mean I would.
They've saved it
Personally.
regardless.
They're not going to
I
go
think the
rogue.
snakes were fucking clicking the actual buildings instead of.
Well, they hate doing that, you know.
I think unironically
I
they're
mean, it's
too
not
far
like
back
you
to
can
pick
control
play,
them,
right?
so I mean,
No,
it's so fair
there's
play.
no way to control them. Lena's like, Roche is up. We should be doing
Dire
this.
are now aware of it. Is there a point where Naga actually like outscales this Lifestealer? I don't think there is.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think in terms of man fighting, but I think in terms of split pushing, she
I
obviously
think
does.
True.
potentially Naga could just outfight everyone else, and then the rest of the team. could
Yeah,
do it.
that's true.
I mean, if you catch Lifestealer out, the thing is the BKB means he can get rid of Global, right? So, like, he's got Rage and BKB. So the Global Silence is not going to affect him anymore. Do they have enough damage to kill him post-song with a Ravage? I don't know.
Double maybe for the
Right.
Jacobs,
Oh,
but there is
He's been trapped by his own cogs.
Oh, the hook!
beautiful shards.
There's a
and the
lovely
cogs as
cogs!
well.
The
Right.
Global 2! What now? Where you at? They get the Lena, they get the Tusk. Can they get the Lifestealer? He's silenced.
Those
He
are
bleed
some
KBs. Can they
pretty
get it?
He's raged down BKB.
shards.
He's fucked it. Yeah, they can kill him now. When this rage is gone, they can kill him.
Nice dodge from
four-star.
Gibbo. Get him! Get him! He's in the
He's in.
creep. And then she
More
jabs out
trouble
trying to stop.
maybe for Toads.
Now Radiant get Roche. Surely. The
The
cogs!
hook is in.
Gibbo is fucking crushing this game.
Gibbo, get out of
Gibbo
there!
Does not give
Get out of there,
does
Gibbo!
not give a hoot. I believe the terminology is.
Roche,
Right,
Roche,
are we
Roche,
going in
Roche.
Roche? Yes, we are.
50 intelligence
You
out
now
silencer.
50 in. Whew.
Good God. If he got some attack speed now,
They're thinking about going for this.
if he got some attack speed, he's actually very scary.
Yeah, they need a. I think they're getting a BKB delivered now. Could you just go a Moonshot like straight
Why
away?
did Nina fly back so late?
I don't. I
That-
think they were
that's
just nerving
terrible.
themselves up to go into Roche.
Yeah,
Right.
as in they scanned like 10
Yeah.
seconds earlier, and they're probably like, "I should have fly back." Pretty sure we should fly back to this fight. And,
So
we'll go back
Gibbo
to
has
this
2.5k
fight.
gold. He's been kind of the MVP for Radiant so far. A lot of these fight setups have been because of incredible two-man cogs.
It's
What
true.
item
Not
do
a
you
blade
get?
mail.
Or,
No.
or Plague, some useful shards, like we saw in the middle.
Yes, the shards have really added to the Gibbo's impact, I'd say. That was bizarre that he just... There was no even near his lead. There were no one, like killing his leader. He just trapped her in.
So,
Anyway.
I don't know why he's got a blade mail. This is,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, and I'm a fan of a lot of heroes that traditionally buy blade mail, dog shit. I don't buy it ever. There's maybe you get it on Legion. That's about the only hero you get it on. I don't think it's worth
At
getting
this
on.
point, just start building to click. That's all that.
Get a
actually, no,
basher.
just
Get a
go
basher.
BKB, to be honest.
Like if he got the basher, he's with his ags now. He's actually a threat to lifesteal.
I just go BKB bash. I love the clock click.
Like, so to give anyone who doesn't know in chat an idea, Overclock gives you bonus attack speed of 250. Alright, now Lifestealer, Mjolnir, gives you bonus attack speed of
70.
70, and it costs a fucking packet 250
You
for
can,
13
you can pretty
seconds.
regularly outfight carries.
Pretty much
I think
anybody.
Lifestealer is a different beast to try and outclick.
He is, but equally
anyone else you can probably outclick in
like,
your pogs.
but against this team with the silencer and the Naga and everything else, he lives and dies on his BKB and his rage, right? Like Lifestealer without rage, he's had to buy this BKB specifically because without Magic Community, this is not a hero. Like if you took away Magic Community from Lifestealer, he just doesn't exist. That's
He's
his
found
whole
the jazz
thing.
hands and he's in.
Oh my!
Fly, Gibbo,
Gibbo,
fly!
fly, Gibbo! The snakes are
Snakes
used.
down for what
Why?
reason? I don't know.
Just an extra like 100 or so gold for Naga.
Well, a little
Lovely.
bit more than that, bud. A little bit more than that.
It's like 49 gold a snake.
Alright, now Radiant looking at going down mid with the Aegis. They didn't lose Arax in that in their big moment of desperation. So they are catching up to Lifestealer.
Gibbo is not
And
a big fan of the push out the waves overclock usage.
No,
which is my
which is,
favourite.
yes, that's how you get the money. That's how you get the money.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think he's one of these lads who only. Oh shit, he could be in trouble here.
Top tower.
He's
Gonna
gone in
fly
though.
away.
He does not give a hoot, and he
Does
is
have to
dead
give a
for
hoot
his
about
sins.
that.
I think
What
that's,
is
that's
Wogan
alright.
doing? There's the song. Should they like this? Why is the song cancelled? What is going
I don't
on?
know what's happening, but they fucked up.
They fucked up big time.
Radiant's top tower.
They're gonna.
Only they had a song to get out. Oh, trouble for.
Oh,
Never
Gino
mind.
with a nice dodge, but I think he's gonna get clobbered by Llama.
Yeah.
Llama just needs
this-
one
this-
bash.
Just one bash.
Oh, he's dead. They lost 3.
This, I mean, Wogan, just please save the song for leaving.
Yes.
Oh, hello. The catch.
See, the
Oh,
big
it's a
problem here,
decent
Blake,
guess.
you don't play
Oh,
Marvel,
they
you
catch
haven't
him.
played Marvel.
They catch him. Max range.
Right. Well, he's pretty fast.
Very dead. This is big trouble. That's no buyback. This could be a lot of buildings.
That
You
is
need
no
to get the
buyback.
creep
What did
wave.
he buy? Oh, he bought out for Butterfly, I think.
He has 200. He needs
And
200
he didn't
gold.
sell his Wand or Wraith Band, so he's missing the gold needed for buyback.
That is
Radiant's
tragic.
top tower is
That
under
is
Just
Yeah,
unfortunate.
sell
this is probably
Radiant structures are fortified.
it's probably 2 sets. Could be.
Yeah,
could
I think
well
so.
be.
Because that's
Could well
their
be.
only glyph, right?
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower
Yeah.
is falling.
They click buildings pretty hard.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Tusk has got Ags.
And only Zalabi used
Anything.
buyback for that. Like, they didn't even cost them anything on Dire to win that fight.
Really bad.
Tusk
Really,
is
really,
having
really
the Ags
bad.
fight. We're giving up, lads. We're just giving up.
I really think they don't know.
They
Lads, they're not playing against pros.
Would you want to lose this game?
I'd want to win it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just getting to the minds of the goons.
None to burn.
I think maybe they don't think about, like, if Naga was going to buy back, she would have done it already, right?
Right.
So it's pretty obvious she doesn't have it.
So,
So you can push the envelope a bit.
the issue from their perspective, I guess, is Underlord no buyback, Shadow Shaman no buyback, Tusk no buyback, Lina no buyback. So their
Oh, they don't
fear
have the
is
cash for it.
that they somehow they all die in a fight and they just get
Yeah,
destroyed.
that's a good point, to be fair. They didn't have buybacks themselves.
I mean, now they will. They will in short order. They will. But Lina bought back in that fight mid.
No, she bought back for the Roche for no
right,
reason.
the Roche. That's right. She bought back for the Roche for no reason.
Tusk is now getting Aether Lens.
Nice job,
Extra
Alistair.
kick range.
Atomic
mate.
Snow Globe just
It
resubbed
is,
for 22
it is
months.
extra
not that hard.
kick range.
They're gonna go for the smoke here. If they kill Naga, it's all over.
I think Naga's buyback now.
Good.
Yeah, he was very close to it previously.
Zalapa incredibly fast. Oh no, don't go on that. They know. They know, because the smoke didn't pop. Still, it would be very pog to kill Wogan. That gives them a big win condition. They're descending on Wogod. Oh, the jig is up. Press R.
Why does
Gino
everyone hate
booted.
BKB?
Gino lives, but
Gino
Lifestealer
died.
doesn't care.
Well, there's the song UZ as well.
Now they
So
go bot.
all they have is Ravage. He does have a blink though, so he can hit a nasty one.
I don't think they have enough damage without Jido.
Gino
I mean,
I
is
agree.
Wogan
Gino
does
is
a lot of
the
damage.
majority of that damage.
Even though all
Like,
of his
I don't think
all of his
Naga
items
actually
are for
does-
damage.
I don't think Naga actually does that much damage, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Like,
Nubio just
Naga's damage
resubbed for
comes
3
from
months.
Riptide,
Take
right?
my
Like, that's pretty
Bezos
much
bucks.
Yeah.
it.
This is
Well-
a pretty shit Naga game as it turned out for last pick.
Yeah, I thought the Underlord would kind of handle her in the draft, and Lifestealer having a good game has added on to that even more.
There go the snakes. Oh, give us in. He's not happy.
Rare miss.
Ravage on
That's
top,
it.
but
Oh,
Life
good
doesn't
Ravage.
care. He eats. Vi lives too fast. There's a little kick. Trying to save Lifestealer. There's a buyback from Silencer, buyback from Clock. They got 3 more buybacks. Here they come.
But
They
haven't
lose Clock. Clock
killed
died
anyone.
back. They've killed nobody.
I don't
Everyone's
think
brought
anyone's
back.
even lost any HP.
There's the silence. They can fight. Oh, it's a good cookie.
That's a great cookie. They're going to get a couple here. Going to get cool armor.
Radiant
Reg
Radiant
goes
just
down.
resubbed
Lifestealer
for
is
3 months.
feasting on their bone.
Rage
Gino
on-
is
Rage
going to
on
go
one.
down. That's it's a
Rampage!
rampage for Llama. It's a double rampage for Llama. It's a triple rampage for Llama. GG.
Why is no one calling it? Thank you, Wogan.
GG.
My God.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
What a
That
game.
was a pretty hype game.
That was fucking hype. I mean, it's obviously MVP Lifestealer. That's not even close.
Yeah. I think you definitely you've got work to do with that lad of yours. Work in progress.
You do one coaching session one time, and he's your lad for eternity. I think Gibbo probably deserves an on as well. A lot of the positive things that happened in that game for Radiant were due to Clock's initiations.
Agreed.
Oh,
it's
aside
a big
from that-
update.
Dota2.exe is not responding. Close the program.
It's 360 megs.
It's
They've
it's
added
changing
extra.
it to Shaft of Malice.
Nice
as
jump,
requested.
Alistair. That would be amazing. They're watching the in-houses and they decided, yes, Pyrion and company are correct. It is a shaft. Change the tooltip, change the spell name, and change the image to a shaft.
They go on Old Dragon, whatever it is. What's the website called, Blake?
Bad Dragon.
Bad Dragon.
Bad Dragon. Old Dragon is probably something else.
By the way, look at this stack. Xylus, Rythian, Monkfish, Lewis, Daltos. Lewis, Bane, Monkfish, Silencer, Rythian, Darkseer, Xylus, Lifestealer. I don't know what Daltos is playing. Fascinating. Fascinating. I'm going to pop to the loo real quick.
Narrative.
How was your day then?
It's alright. It's just the same as always.
Very
I had
nice.
sushi before going home, which I was pretty happy with.
Oh, that's lovely.
I also am at home for the next 2 days, so
Oh, very cool.
I'm balling out of control in that respect.
But you've been working at home though, right?
I don't have anything. I don't have any classes tomorrow. I do have. I just dropped some scissors. I do have some classes on Thursday, but tomorrow I'm pretty free to just like kind of fanny about. I should really be doing some work, but you know, there's no one watching over me, so to speak.
Well, if you think you've got a time slot free, we can do some more Divinity.
Yeah,
But
probably
obviously, we're in this for the long haul, all right? We're going to spend probably the next year until we get this on a run to work, so
will.
there's no fucking
I would
rush
just
on it.
keep making stupid mistakes.
I think it's just like, when we get one that goes quite far, the next 3 or 4 runs are just going to be like us trying to rush it and fuck things up. Like, it's just the reality of it. But this run is pretty fucking good. We learned some new stuff.
I can't remember what we learned. So yeah. My
Don't
brain
worry,
is
remember
too
it for
full of
you.
stuff that isn't Divinity. You
Wasted
can just-
stuff, you mean? Like accounting?
Yeah, it's just like nonsense at the moment. Oh shit, my game's updated. What's the strat? The strat is to not die. That's the main strat we're going at the moment.
Well, we're trying to do it. We're trying to do honor mode with only 3 like people, so we can't use lone wolf, and we also don't have a full party, so it's even more frustrating than usual. And mostly it's just making small mistakes and small inefficiencies that then like catch up to you later. Like you don't have high enough level for the next fight or something because you messed up one step of a quest 10 hours ago, and you want to cry. You just want to cry. But it's fun. It's quite fun just to learn and do better every time.
At what? Dotes?
Divinity.
Oh, Divinity. You guys crashed out of your last playthrough.
We did.
Nice jump, Alistair.
I mean, if I was...
PFlax just resubbed for 78 months.
Thank you, Jake. Like, whenever I play a game where the stakes are, like, high, but you can reload, like when the game is hard, it's more like solving a puzzle, but not under any pressure, because you're like, you can try things.
Yes.
But where it's like, if we fuck up, like it's like Dotes. If you're like, I think we just have to do X, and that doesn't work, or someone makes a mistake, you can't go back. You're fucking stuck with the result, and that's what makes it so much more brutal. Like, it is very hard. Playing a game like Divinity, which is a hard game, genuinely, the fights in it, every fight feels fucking hard. It's like, oh, fuck, we didn't do X, or oh, I missed this, or something. It's like, that's it. You lost the fucking fight. I would never play that game as a fucking Iron Man. I mean, XCOM
The biggest problem we run into is, like, when one thing goes, like, slightly wrong, it just goes to shit instantly.
Right.
Like, there's no, like, small recovery moment. It's just someone actually hit you for 1,000, and the fight's over, and you just gotta hope someone survives to recover this.
It's hard.
And sometimes you don't survive.
It's hard.
It's fucking hard.
We get a little bit cocky.
We do.
Often.
We kind of start feeling ourselves. We cruise a bit and then just fuck it up.
I feel like with XCOM, sometimes I go into autopilot in some fights.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
then suddenly a lad panics, and it's like a cascade failure from that point where he panics and throws a grenade at your lads. You're like, oh my fucking god, we've lost all our cover. There's no way I can kill this lad. He's definitely going to shoot my lad next turn. I'm out of abilities. We're done. I'm going to lose this crucial lad. And then, you know, the next mission's going to be harder and harder from there, and then it just gets worse and worse. But you do hit a point in XCOM where your lads are almost unkillable. And none of the enemies they throw at you, like, you're like turn one-ing the sector pods and stuff. You're like, blah, 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 is dead.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Raycard 300 just resubbed.
I think the other
for 6
issue
months.
I have a bit with Divinity is it takes a long time to go places. Like, I suppose it's the same with XCOM, that it's a long campaign to try and do Iron Man. Like, there's a lot of potential to just fuck up one thing.
It's kind of true of a lot of games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing Pathfinder at the moment. Pathfinder at the moment, I've hit that middle part of the game where it's literally managing the crusade and walking around going to points. Like, it falls between those two stools of having a fixed adventure that makes sense and is appropriate for your level and an open world feel.
Yeah.
Where, feel free to explore the world. But you can't explore the world because you have to use your armies to clear spaces that give you access to new points. So you have to wait around for them to do that and build up your armies and all the rest of it, which takes time. And walking around the map takes a lot of time because your lads will have to camp. And sometimes when you're camping, you get ambushed and you have to have a fight. And sometimes the fight goes badly and you have to go back to base. So you've hit this point where it's just kind of a grind to get through this stage of the game. And whilst you are making progress and you're getting levels and you're getting loot and your lads are getting better, it still feels repetitious. And I think that's the problem with any of these games, is that essentially if you want it to be a short, tight game, you can't have that expansive story that you want to have, building up relationships with your... I mean, XCOM is a prime example. I get genuinely attached to those little pixels where you're like, oh my god, this guy is so good. He's like saved our missions multiple times. And when they die, you feel like heartbroken that you've lost this lad, that you've failed them in some way. And without that long build-up, you don't get those moments. You don't get those storylines. So it's a hard balance. But XCOM is also a very grindy game. in that middle game period where you're just doing missions,
Nice
waiting
jump,
for
Alistair.
technology,
Rot Draven just resubbed for 35
working up
months.
to doing black sites. So all games of that nature that have a decent playtime are going to have a middle period where it's kind of grindy, I think. And Divinity, I found it. Every fight was such a fucking chore and a pain in the ass, and it doesn't give you any clue. Am I ready to take this fight? That's one of the experience things you have to get. Is you can just walk into a fight that you are destined to fucking lose because there's nothing preventing you walking into that fight. Like, it's like, oh, you want to go in this cave? Go for it. You go in there and someone's like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up. And it's like, oh, they did.
Like,
That's a
you walk
reload.
in the cave and it's like, ho ho ho!
Right.
I am the Dark Lord of the South.
You're like, well, we're just leaving. He's like,
you are
so
a
fast.
seasoned adventurer, and you're just like there with your fucking like stick and shield.
Right. You're like, well, if I'd known, I would never have come in this cave.
Speaking of being overly attached to pixels, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 recently for the first time ever. Fantastic fucking game. My horse died. Like, some random explosion happened. It killed me and my horse instantly. I genuinely reloaded 6 or 7 like real-time hours of gameplay to get the horse back.
Yeah.
I was like, I will play all of these fucking boring missions again if it takes. I'm not losing this horse, not in a million years.
Yeah, you get
like, you just get so attached.
But that game for me, as a single player experience, I think that might be one of the best games I've ever played, because as a one-off, like not as a continuous. I might play it again in a few years and play it through again. But it's so perfect. It is a perfect game. It's incredible. That moment, you know that. Have you got as far as the big city yet in Red Dead?
I'm in Saint Denis.
Right. So you know when you've been like out in the wilderness, little villages and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And you come to the big city for the first time, and it's like brimming with life, and it looks incredible. I was absolutely blown away. Because you felt exactly what you were meant to feel, which is you are not of this time. You are a man out of time. You're at the end of the Wild West and the beginning of New America, and you're hunted by these organized law enforcers, and there's all these fucking busybodies around, and what's going on? I used to know what was up, and now you don't. Brilliant. And hark back to one of my favorite films, The Wild Bunch, which is exactly about that. These guys who were stagecoach robbers and train robbers and highwaymen, essentially, meeting up with the new modern America, which had an organized response to that. And the death of the Wild West and the beginning of sort of 20th century America, that rides the cusp of it so fucking well. And your character, you really feel you've been living in a tent in a fucking forest, and then you suddenly arrive at this incredible city, and you try to get involved. I try to get a fancy suit and a haircut, but it never feels right. And the game drags you back out to the wilderness to hunt a fucking boar or a lion or whatever, and to get its trophy, and go to these small villages where people are just living off the land, the sort of, you know, frontiersman sort of thing.
I think it says a lot to the immersion that I almost like actually breathe a sigh of relief when I get out of the city.
Yeah,
if that
you're
makes
like,
sense.
woof.
It's maybe because it's in the swamp as well. Like, putting it in a swamp is really adds to the
really
sort of
good
dampening atmosphere, and then you're out on the plane, you feel good. My one and only problem with this game is the difference between you just wandering around and you in the missions is so large sometimes. It's like, I'm just wandering around and I kill one guy and I get the little ding negative. And then in the missions, you kill like 1,000 men in Valentine. You just butcher them, and you're like, these people are running away from the detectives, and yet they kill hundreds of people without breaking a sweat.
Right.
And I sometimes find that quite weird, that it takes me out of it a bit, you know?
Yeah, no, the missions are like a different sort of different gravy, I guess. It does feel at times, by the nature of them, the more set piecey missions feel at odds with the rest of the flavor of the game. Because I often just like riding around, seeing what I got into, going fishing, having a fishing contest with a lad, or a shooting contest with a lad, and just sort of mucking about. And there's still so many things I never
just like
did.
Going into random people's houses and seeing what's up, you know?
Right.
And like, most of them, they're just empty. You just kind of chill out. Sometimes there's like a meteorite in one. Sometimes they've got like a lad change in the basement, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. I just opened a random fucking house in the middle of nowhere. And suddenly I'm in this like deeply immersive storyline with this guy who's got someone locked in the basement. Have they killed other people? I've got to investigate. It's like, oh, what a game.
Yeah, it's great. One of my favorite missions was the one where you have to get drunk, and you
With
have
Lenny,
that sort of you get
Yeah.
that sort of wild, drunken sort of moment. I thought that was fucking fantastic. It's just such a good game.
Dire team pick.
It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking if they can carry that flavor to the next Grand Theft Auto, it'll be fucking absolutely astounding, absolutely astounding. The Rockstar are incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the GTA 5 story is pretty decent as well.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I enjoyed
GTA 5, one of the games I've never played, actually, interestingly.
It was a lot of fun. I played it when it came out, played it all the way through, really enjoyed it. Like all Rockstar games, it's got that dark sense of humor. You feel
Radiant
like
team
you're in
pick.
control of your destiny in a weird way. Like, even though the storyline is kind of laid out, I never feel, because they've managed to mix better than anyone else, I think, that main plot thread with doing whatever the fuck you want to do and getting involved in adventures of your own
Yeah,
making.
I also
almost.
I think I also felt with GTA, because I haven't played Red Dead,
5
but with
seconds
GTA I
remaining.
felt like there weren't any missions where I was like, oh fuck, I gotta do this now.
Right.
Every mission I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like you're just doing like awesome stuff all the time.
Yeah. I mean, when I played Elden Ring, what kept me coming back was the boss fights. And obviously GTA and Red Dead don't have that. That element, the Elden Ring pull is beefing up your lad, getting the souls, leveling up, and doing the
10
boss fights.
seconds
Because it
remaining.
felt like a real achievement for me as a shitter
5 seconds
playing against some
remaining.
of those boss fights that I found really fucking hard. Had to keep coming back again and again and again. I really loved that. Going away and thinking and just taking a break and then coming back and doing it. It was great. It's like different styles of game. Because I didn't find the plot of Elden Ring interesting really at all. Like, I wanted to know what happened to my character in the storyline in Red Dead. And in GTA, I liked the plot. Elden Ring, I didn't really care about the plot. I just wanted to fight the bosses, and I loved it. The plot was baffling to me. It was just utterly bonkers. Pugna AA into Pudge, and they're gonna say we
That's
need some
just picking
stuns.
all the heroes that are banned in China.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Witcher 3, I absolutely loved Witcher 3. I absolutely loved that game. That was like the fantasy version of I guess it was more like Red Dead than it was like GTA. It was more like Red Dead.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I loved looking for the sort of gear sets that you could get and all the rest of it. I thought the plot
Nice
was really
jump,
fun.
Alistair.
Dorsey _ just resubbed for 18 months.
Thank you, Dorsey. I did get distracted by Gwent for an entire playthrough where I basically stopped doing the main quest line for hours and hours and hours. Went around and acquired all the Gwent cards, and then went to TI, came back and didn't pick it up again. I had to start all the way again from scratch. But it was fantastic. Witcher 3 was absolutely fucking fantastic.
I loved my first ever playthrough of Witcher 3 and have never been able to get back into it
No.
since. Like, I've tried again, and it's like, when it was magical and fresh, I
Yeah.
didn't mind that I wasn't that into like the actual playing. But when I knew what some of the twists are and stuff like that, I wasn't as engaged. But I still think it's a fantastic game.
I mean, I got like probably 70 or 80 hours out of it. Maybe 100 overall with the two playthroughs.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I loved the way it ended. I thought that it was good. It lacked a bit of the scale of like what I would expect from a Witcher 4.
5 seconds
Because it was obviously a few years ago now. It was incredible at the time. I loved the fights. Some of it was frustrating and a bit grindy and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed some of the characters you met. That troll that you met was a really good character.
Yeah.
Getting to have sex on a unicorn was really pog.
Dire team
The
battle.
Red Baron was a good character. Like, there were just some really, really good characters. And I was intrigued to see where it went. When you went off to the sort of Viking-y area, that was probably the bit where I enjoyed it the least. Because it felt like the tightest landscape. Whereas in the initial sort of areas, you've got this huge landscape
10
where you can go wherever you
seconds
want.
remaining.
And it feels like bigger and grander. Whereas
5
later
seconds
on,
remaining.
it got a bit tighter and more sort of contained as it narrowed towards the end of the story. But it was still, I loved the game.
I mean, I've managed. I have just checked. I've managed to play 83 hours of Witcher 3.
All
So
right,
obviously, I loved it
we
at some
can't
point. Yeah.
complain. We can't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I just don't think the second and third playthroughs of this game were very good, to be honest. I mean, I managed to put 80 hours in on the first one, but I just,
Right.
you know, disappointed.
Yeah, the first playthrough was once in a lifetime, brilliant experience. But you know, yeah.
That's what's my Red Dead time actually so far?
But with
Let's have a look.
GTA, you can always just. I just used to load it up just to unwind by driving around, trying not to get into an accident.
10
Like, that's the
seconds
thing.
remaining.
And then someone pisses you off, you're like, it's go time. Like, someone cut me up.
5 seconds
It was their fault.
remaining.
I can't believe this is a fight. And then the police turn up, and it's like, all right, this is a whole fucking thing. I'm getting
So I've
attacked.
got 41 hours in Red Dead, and according to the game, I'm about halfway through.
Nice, nice.
So, you know, and
That was the
I'm
sad
doing
part for me.
Jump,
everything I can as
Alistair!
well. So I'm taking my time with it.
Yeah. But the sad part for me was seeing my progress through the game and it telling me you're 75% of the way through and thinking, oh,
Radiant
fuck.
team pick.
Too Hot For DotA versus 19th picture Pyrion, and it's... Ooh, I recognise that character. Oof, gosh, what's that from? Anyone in chat know?
10 seconds remaining.
I think it looks like something from
5
like Warhammer or
seconds
something.
remaining.
It's Vermintide.
But-
It's from Vermintide. What's your opinion on Skaven? What do you mean? In what regard? I wouldn't vote for them. What are you asking?
Dire team pick.
I just tuned back into this game. Punch Blood Seeker is
the
the
game on Steam.
What is?
What's your most played single player game on Steam?
Single player? Ooh, that's a good question. Football Manager.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Other than that, I've played a lot of Hearts of Iron.
10
I've
seconds
got nearly
remaining.
1,000 hours in Hearts of Iron.
I've got 100 in Sekiro,
5 seconds remaining.
110. That's CK3 is a multiplayer game actually. That's
Civ 5, incredibly, I've only got 300 hours in Civ 5. Really?
I got 200 in Dark Souls 3.
Dire
Single
team
player
pick.
game.
Tide Hunter.
My third most played game,
Yeah.
Mount Blade Warband, 716.
Wow.
Can you sort by playtime?
Yep.
Where?
How do you do it?
I'm on my profile. I go to my profile and then I click games on the side.
Profile?
And then-
10 seconds remaining.
I don't see games on the side of my profile.
As
There
in,
it is,
you
underneath
clicked on your
badges.
like
5
name on the
seconds
Steam
remaining.
thing, right?
No, I'm on. So PFlax, and then I'm on profile. So I'm seeing my avatar, and then it says PFlax.
No. So you know where you have store, library, community, and then your
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
You click your name, and then on the right hand side there'll be like things: view my profile, edit my profile, games.
Sorry, when you say click on my name, where?
Like at the top.
So at the top of Steam, I see store, library, community, Pyrion Flax.
Yeah.
Click on Pyrion Flax.
Right, I clicked on it. What do I click on now?
Now on the right hand side there should be a games.
Okay, yep. Sorry, gotcha.
Radiant team
And then
pick.
you can go all games, and then it sorts it by
All
playtime.
games, sort by playtime. Dota 2, 11,023 hours. Football Manager 2012, 1,903 hours. Football Manager 2011, 1,433 hours. See it?
I mean, yeah, these are the crazy like numbers that they're just like the single
10
years ones.
yeah,
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
CSGO, 1,230 hours. Football
5
Manager
seconds
2014,
remaining.
1,038 hours. Hearts of Iron, 1,000 hours. Civ 5, 859 hours.
I'm such a dabbler in games. All of mine are around 100 hours, and not many higher than that.
Stellaris, 482 hours. It's all Football Managers. Rust, 440 hours. Obviously, it's not single player. XCOM, 400 hours.
Dire team back.
Hearts of Iron 3, 400 hours. I played more Hearts of Iron 3 than I did Blood Bowl 2.
Radiant team
Good God. Battle Brothers, 328 hours. Ultimate General Civil War, 327 hours.
I see you boot that game, or I used to anyway. Every time you would turn the stream off, it'd be like an hour of you like talking to your kids and wife. Immediately, Ultimate fucking Civil War General, whatever the fuck it's called, would boot up.
Oh, I love that
10
game so
seconds
much.
remaining.
I know it inside out now. I can beat it easily. It's
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
RimWorld, not that much, honestly. Maybe 300 hours?
I managed to get 63 hours in Ark Survival Evolved somewhere.
So Witcher 3, I have 200 hours in
Dire
Witcher 3.
team banned.
Pretty good.
I've got 312 in FTL, played a lot of FTL. 194 in Game Dev Tycoon.
Fucking hell.
Where is RimWorld? I loved that game.
I just play so much less games than you. It's astonishing.
You just do like dotes. You're not.
yeah.
I mean, you like
Yeah.
your dotes. And you like
10
your
seconds remaining.
Soulsborne.
My Sekiro.
RimWorld
That's
176. Only 176.
I do have 3. How much do you have Underlords, Blake?
And Underlords, I have 205 hours.
I have 351, baby.
Oh.
I have 348 in Stardew.
So my Dota is 8,600. My
Right.
Div is 370. My first single player game is Dark Souls 3 at 185.
Wow.
And then Warband at 167.
Somebody asked how much in what? What was the game people asked?
I thought you asked about RimWorld.
God, 245 hours in fucking PUBG. Jesus.
Oh, my PUBG is 354. I miss PUBG. PUBG was a very fun time.
It was fun.
Radiant
Shit, I played
team
Endless
back.
Legend for 131 hours. Jesus. 123
Endless
hours
Legend?
of Slay the Spire. CK2, 121 hours. Mountain Blade Bannerlord, 116. Way behind. Left 4 Dead 2, 107 hours.
No, I haven't played Bannerlord for that much. I've only played 37 hours of Bannerlord. I just like
10
Warband more.
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
Mostly,
The thing is, Warband has all the mods, but I think
yeah, the
Bannerlord
mods.
is
I
probably the
don't
better
play
game.
against Warband very often.
Yeah, a
I
vanilla
mean,
Bannerlord.
basically,
is
that's
the
what I only
better
play modded stuff, and the modded community side of Bannerlord is not there yet.
The mod.
Yeah.
So Underlord's 92 hours. That's all.
game. Well, Ash and
I
I are going to be
played it a lot on
professional
my
Underlords
phone.
players. We grinded the shit out of that game.
It's like when you're on commutes and stuff, you can just crack open a game.
Oh, who remembers Insurgency? 70
I remember
hours.
Insurgency.
70 hours on Insurgency.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, Divinity Original Sin. That was a single player game.
5
68
seconds
hours. That
remaining.
was 68 hours classic. That was the OG version.
What Original Sin 1?
Yeah. I
I've never
love
played
that
it.
game.
I
Love
have
that game.
this is probably the most embarrassing one you guys will be able to find. I have 63 hours in Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Wow.
That's fine.
It was 70 hours of U-boat. So bear in mind, and it's an unfair comparison, Plague,
10
because I do
seconds
this
remaining.
for a living, essentially.
Very
For-
true.
For 10 years, I've played games on stream for
5
a living,
seconds
more or
remaining.
less. So it's not really a fair comparison. Also, I don't have a job. I haven't been to university since I was in my 20s. So, you know, you guys have shit going on. I don't.
I've managed to put 9.6 hours in Dark and Darker in about 3 days.
Nice. It's a hell of a game.
Oh, what a game! You see, it's the next playtest is like just before Christmas Day, I think.
Nice. That's my Christmas sorted.
Hell yeah! Green Hell is Raut's 8th most played game.
Oh my god!
You're a monster.
Oh, that's bad. Super Pumpman says 100 hours in Car Mechanics Simulator 2015.
I've only managed to get 6 hours in Don't Starve Together. Obviously hated that game.
No,
Really?
fucking frustrating.
It is. Yeah, it's a bit too samey as well.
Now select
4
your
hours in
heroes.
Hearts of Iron 4. Likewise.
125 in TTS.
Oh,
All those
here's a
evenings
great
of-
memory. 3.7 hours in Pico Park.
Oh!
May we never
Oh.
open that game
We'll
again.
never get those hours back either.
Oh, there's a game going on. Everyone's picked. What's happened? Raid King.
There's no game going on. Talking about
1,000 in the Binding of Isaac.
this Bloodseeker
Fucking
set's
hell.
pretty cool, I must say.
Never played it. I've
Big
0
fan.
hours in that game.
I've never played it either.
Such a huge
Of what?
game. Binding of
Binding
Isaac.
of Isaac.
Oh, I've only played the Reborn version. But,
Just to think, Northern Lion played that game. I have no idea how many hours he's got in it. The dude like made a career out of that game. Played that game a shitload. Now he's like a big streamer and everything. Fair play. Started off with Binding. I think if you find a game you love and you can literally become the guy for that game, that's such a big thing. Tried it with Dota.
It was like the only
failed.
game my laptop could run, so that was
Right.
that and CS Source. Good old CS Source.
Oh, I played a lot of that back in the day. It was fun. You know what? I'm so glad that one of the side effects of streaming, the only one that I'm really, other than obviously the fact I can make a living off it, the only one that I'm really proud of and really, really, really happy about, apart from the lifestyle of being a streamer, which is I wake up and play video games, is the community. Because I know that if a game comes out, could probably get some lads to play it with. Because back when I was playing all these games on my own, it was miserable. It was the same miserable experience everyone else has, where you play and there's just a bunch of fucking assholes and you're stuck with them. There's no one else to play with. You know, it's awful. Having people that you like to play games with is a big fucking deal. Because that makes multiplayer games appealing to me. All these multiplayer games, I mean, if I hadn't got into streaming and all the rest of it, would I still be playing Dota solo queue? I don't know. I doubt it.
Probably not.
Zoe with the naked axe butt.
It's amazing.
With a magnificent mane of hair.
Wow. What career path would you have taken?
I wonder all the time. I have no idea. If I'd never made that stupid MS Paint guide 10 years ago, what would I have been doing? I would have had to get a job by now.
30 seconds to
My
battle.
keyboard is not working.
You would be one of the normie dads.
Yeah, I would just be some normie dad with a boring job.
Working,
I'm gonna
working advertising.
Yeah, but just work for a local company, just do their databases. You know, some dog shit like that. The sort of jobs that most people have, that they do not look forward to work. Have some mates from work. You know, that's it. Go out with your mates. Nothing else.
Begins.
Daily grind. What I did. Ole! Ole!
What a start. What a lovely start.
That's a tip.
That's cute. They tip each other. Blame fairly appropriate.
I like that. Like I honestly.
Oh, it's a POS 5. Is it a POS 5 Pooch or a POS 5 Bloodseeker?
Ooh, let me see. Who's got the quelling blade? It's a POS 5 Bloodseeker.
POS 5 Bloodseeker?
Let's see who takes the first last hit. Pudge looks like Pudge is squaring up.
Pudge, it's definitely a POS 5 Bloodseeker.
I don't like it.
I'm not sure. I don't understand it. I think these two just wanted to lane together, you know?
Maybe.
Bean and Stygian Anulator. That's all. They just want to lane together.
I suppose I would have kept working in poker in some way. Tried to do something with that. It would be interesting to go and look at alternate reality Ted and see what I did for 10 years. Would I have got a job? Would I have had a career? Would I have just been a stay-at-home dad?
I wonder if you would have been jacked.
Jack?
Jacked.
Oh, jacked. No, definitely not.
in all scenarios, in all parallel worlds, you're just not jacked.
Just can't be bothered. And the thing is, like, none of my mates... Well, one of them's in reasonable shape, but none of us are jacked. And it costs money. If I hadn't been earning as well, we would have been substantially worse off. Like, we would have halved our income over the last 10 years. So, I mean, back before I started earning any money, like, we were not hard up, but it was like, you know, it was way worse than it is now in terms of money. So it would have been harder, for sure. There's a hook, Zoe. Oh,
Zoe can just kind of man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what a miss! Can Xeraxis get the FB?
Stygian might be first blood. Xeraxis is looking, hunting this Pudge. It's going to be between the two of them.
Xeraxis is just trolling.
They go.
Xeraxis is just trolling to the maximum.
Really just not great.
There's a little cheeky hook.
That's
This lane
so
is
bad.
not. This lane is not working out now. So, but before I started doing this, the way I made money was I did some copywriting work for a couple of businesses. There was a marketing magazine I did some writing for, and even though I knew nothing about it, if you just do a little bit of research, you can write like you do know what you're talking about. And a friend of ours has a business, and I would write for her websites and get paid a little bit. But it was like work I could do from home. That was it. Because obviously I still had the kids to look after, and nothing would change. I would still need a job where I could be home at 3 o'clock for the kids. Mrs. F is the one who has a job where she can go into an office. So it would have to be something I can do from home with 0 qualifications appropriate for those kind of jobs. It would have been hard.
And in an era where almost everyone went into an office.
Right. But even now, like with lockdown, what do? You're in your 30s. You have no relatable skills like for anything like being a writer or whatever. Copywriting was just something because I could spell and could write and research on the internet reasonably well. I did some work for my friend, but it's very simple cut and paste stuff. It's not satisfying. It's just you read up about the business and you put that into a fucking some prose. Like it's not difficult. And it paid like dog shit. It was like intermittent work. It wasn't like you could call it a career or a job. God damn, I'm glad Dota came along.
You don't want to go look at alternate reality TEDs anymore.
No,
They're
I
terribly
don't.
sad.
It's really scary. I mean, I don't want to fucking think about what happens when this all collapses. Twitch goes the way of Twitch.
Do you pay into a personal pension?
Yeah, I do, but only recently. I didn't for a long time. It just didn't occur to me. Just one of those things where I just sort of didn't think about it.
Yeah, it's easier when your employer can just do it for you.
Right. But it's definitely something I should have been doing. Oh, Hugh in trouble. And they get it. Ninja might be going down. Nope. Bassmaster doesn't fancy it. Oops. Probably fair.
So Wraith King is not a hero in this meta. He has not been picked at all in any of the games played or watched.
He was picked in TI because he wasn't in the list of non-picked.
He was picked at least once. It's true,
but
it
would have been in the group stage.
Just resubbed for 4 months.
So I don't actually know how he stacks up against Pudge, but I imagine it's pretty well. Like the kind of build he goes, high like armor-piercing damage is not something Pudge is amazing at dealing.
Also, he has crits, which I think is important against a hero like Pudge. You want to be able to crit him. Also, he's got 2 lives, which is big for surviving the burst that they've got. They got a lot of burst.
Rupture target is really. I suppose it has to be Wraith King, but you don't like rupturing a Wraith King.
No, Wraith King or Axe, I guess, or Hoodwink, so she can't fucking scurry away.
However, famously, Rupture goes through death.
True. Well, he comes back from death and he's still ruptured. Might be a good way of controlling him. Oh God!
Oh, there's a hook.
He's away.
If they had paired Pudge with any hero with a stun, this lane would be so much better.
What a big fucking
danger!
Almost Didn't need it.
Straxus gets the kill.
Very nice. Good work stealing it.
Well done.
Bloodseeker has just queued up an act.
I respect it. Why do you need boots when you have thirst? You know, as long as the enemy are low health, who cares about move speed?
So is the plan they put this down and then he puts the thirst on Pudge or something? No.
I don't know what the plan is. I think he's the axe is.
No, so the thirst is a passive. I'm thinking of Blood Rage.
You're thinking of Blood Rage, yeah. I mean, supposedly there's something to that, but.
Trouble for Zozo.
Heavens, Albert steals it.
What is the new axe? He sprays his blood continuously in area around him.
Damaging himself to damage and slow his enemies. While active, thirst healing is increased. Cannot be turned off while on cooldown.
Yeah, I just don't think this is remotely worth it. I have no idea what it's used
I've never seen it, in all honesty.
So, someone has come up with a interesting idea. If Bloodseeker uses his axe and then Pudge Shard eats him, do they just run around spitting blood everywhere? But the
that is good.
That
Wait,
might
that's
be
so
what they
good.
do.
That might be funny.
So Zoe is gonna have to go.
Oh,
so I noticed.
Retro Frig Lobs! I mean lives on 200 health. Not even 200, sorry, 20 health.
Oh my god. So I know in game 1 Zoe was watching and saying that the Tide, like, Wraith Pact shit, she doesn't like playing that way. But, very important against Pudge Lena to be a Wraith Pact pipe builder.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think in going for what I expect she's going to, which is like Blink, Blade Mail, the normal axe stuff, it's probably going to mess her team up a bit.
Don't get the Blade Mail. I mean, unless you get the Blade Mail and just run around while ruptured, I don't think you want to get it. Oh dear, they killed Alina.
I don't know what anyone was doing there apart from Ben, who did the right thing.
Dire's courier has been killed.
That's another good question.
Top as well.
So now we have Bloodseeker spewing stuff everywhere inside of Pudge, who's then eaten by Snapfire and thrown into the enemy team.
It's It's gonna be funny. I hope they do it.
What's net worth?
Well, they're gonna need someone to bring this back. There's already 2k down.
Yeah. I think it's just kind of Pugner effect, right? He doesn't seem to lose his lanes in the in-house games. Always comes out on top.
It's hard to lane against him. It is hard to lane against him.
But I thought Lina would do better, if that makes sense. Like, I thought Lina would be okay.
I mean, the issue you've got with Lina is, like, anyone that's gonna rely, like, obviously she has Dragon Slave, which is what saves her. But if you think about what Pugner can do, he can eat an entire wave once his Q gets to a certain level, instantly. Like, you can just, that's it. You just click him a few times and you eat the whole wave. So normally what Lina's doing is you're coming in to try and get last hits, and she's got that range to deny you and all the rest of it. And look at that fucking damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mad amounts of damage. How did she just get all her health back? Oh, she didn't. Oh, regen, alright. Oops. And also, I'm not being funny, Pugner hits for a surprisingly hard amount of damage. He's got
hitting
2
for
levels
97 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, he really does hit very hard. It's that int game. It's that huge int game.
Yeah.
Do you not want to stun? What's the point?
Is this Lina you're talking about?
Yeah.
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 It's like, oh no, if there's any way I can stop this guy sucking me.
Who's standing exactly still.
Oh, they're going for the kill
Being
top
run
on
at.
Xeraxis.
Missed spells.
Oh,
Missed
shit!
Ah,
Did
but he
you-
will get the W.
Is under attack.
Last one.
I
Hey,
think
boss,
Reginald
coming
might
up
be
there.
Fucking terrible.
Oh, hello. It's going to be annoying, but it's not going to be fatal. Hey, another hero we didn't. I don't think we saw him picked at TI. Maybe we did once.
I think he was picked once.
Well, Slark was an okay hero, so he might have been picked to cancel that. And against Lesh's heal, I can see why teams would try him, but
He was not a regular pick.
it's very inconsistent.
Bounty Hunter never picked.
Yeah.
Techie's never picked.
Good.
Yeah. Well,
Meepo was never picked as well, right?
Meepo never picked. Too much of a gamble, I think. Oh dear. Ben, you fool.
Was he at the enemy tier 2 by any chance?
He was.
That's quite impressively out of position.
It's more for fun.
Oh!
Great call from Zoe.
However, it's going to result in...
Oh my god!
Almost
Yes!
Oh!
Very pod. Click! Click, you fucking coward!
He's got a Vanguard, it wouldn't matter. It actually does no damage.
Yeah, fair. I always forget that Hoodwink actually doesn't do any damage other than her fucking spells. But if she gets this kill, she might be able to snipe him with her ult.
Oh, she does have her ulti.
Dire's
Do you go
top
for
Too
it?
far now,
It's
too
under
far
attack.
now.
45 second cooldown, I'd yob one through the trees. Yeah, but what if you hit it? You'd be the hero of the hour.
You just need to adjust for wind and, you know, you can hit whatever you need to.
Exactly.
Dire's top tower
Have I
is
seen
under
the
attack.
Snapfire set in the vote? I have not.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet, have we? But oh, perfect timing.
Oh,
Let's go have a
perfect
look at the
timing.
community
Let's
cache.
do it.
Alright, wait, so...
Collector's cache.
What do I click on?
Where do we go?
Collector's
If you
cache
click on vote,
Wow.
Oh, I can't.
there's 127 sets, so it might take you a while to get to the snap one.
So someone said Snapfire is Snailfire. That is a lizard. What are you talking about? That is a lizard.
Oh, have you got this? Have you seen the snap file?
Yes,
Oh.
I'm looking at it. Let's get some up.
There might be more than one, to be fair. There is 127.
That Mars set.
I
is-
found this Oracle
like
one,
that.
which is. I don't think I like this
Oh
Oracle one.
wow! I
I
love that copper one. Holy shit!
I think you will like the lion one as well, that I've just found.
Marcy. That's a downvote.
I don't-
Marcy.
Oscar, not another
That
fucking
one
Oscar,
can
that
fuck
bin
off
it.
as well.
Fuck
Fuck
one
off.
shit.
All these fucking waifu Marcy
EP
ones can
shit.
piss off. Fuck
Oh,
off
the killer
Oracle
was
as
cool.
well.
Love that.
Spectre one. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you're gonna love the AA one.
Ursa. Alright, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, the Primal Beast. Oh my god.
The Primal Beast one's really cool, like the massive one, right?
Yeah, he's so cool.
He's very
Oh,
cool.
he's so cool.
Are we supposed to be cast? Oh no, it's still paused. Right, we're fine.
No, I don't care about the games anymore. Tinker set
I'm
down,
clicking
but-
through until I get to.
I've seen a Snapfire set that was different to your one. So
Oh, look! Let
There
me
are
see this
3
Primal Beast
Snapfire
one.
ones.
Holy shit!
Have you seen
Holy
the
shit!
waifu Marcy set? This one is gonna make the fucking Redditors go crazy.
Yeah, disgusting.
That is gonna get so many upvotes.
Have you guys seen the little pirate clockwork one? Where
I
he's
have
got,
not, but he looks cute.
he's
as
got
fuck.
a toy pirate face.
Have you seen the baby invoker Cupid?
No.
I've seen a shirtless tall invoker, which I thought was bad.
There's
I
a baby
downloaded that one.
invoker.
Is this wait? Did you think I'd like the lion one where he looks like a kind of Victorian? wizard?
Yes, I love that one. He's so cool.
It's the
That's a
fucking
download.
it's
That's a
download.
it's the fair guy again. The-
Shirtless invoker. can
Roll up,
fuck off.
roll up.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't want it in
That invoker wings one is quite cool. You just saw.
Oh,
Oh,
I like the warlock.
Oh, there's a different AA one that makes him look like fucking Night Stalker.
this necro set
What
is
the
sick.
hell?
Holy shit, that's
You
good.
should. There's this other AA set which is awesome.
Silencer has been turned into Gandalf, I think.
But there's
He's
a
got big old
fucking
beard.
maid Marcy as well. How many Marcy sets are there? They're just made.
Oh, the tiny one is so cool.
Downvote. Pudge, we got enough Pudge sets.
All the Marcy sets are fucking simp. Simp sets.
Oh, there's another
The Ursa
Primal
one
Beast
is
which
so
makes
over
him
the
look
top.
like fucking Roche.
Tiny, tiny, tiny.
The fuck is that?
There's a
Downvote.
Cthulhu Doom.
The Primal Beast sets are really. The one where he had a giant crocodile mouth was really cool. This other one is
There's
also
an Unlord
cool.
set which just makes him look like Magnus.
Wait, a puck set? What's this?
The Puck set sucks. If it's the same one. that I
It's the
saw.
one with like Loki headpiece.
Yeah. It's...
Oh my god, there's a cat ear Windranger upvote.
Oh, the Snapfire one where she's got like a Medusa head and then a lizard snap. That is
Yeah, I thought that
cool.
one was cool.
Oh fuck, that tiny one is so good!
It's so good, right?
Oh my god!
I
That's
wonder
an
what I wonder what sort of canon, what lore that fits into.
I don't
Tiny's
care.
now
I want
old.
it in. The baby invoker as a Cupid is actually Pog. I'll upvote that. It fucking makes me sick. Oh my god, the samurai axe is... That is incredible! With the flag on his back? Oh shit. Alright, that gets an upvote as
All
well.
these dog shit immortal sets when we could just have all of these.
This Sand King one is really good too.
There is actually a snail Snapfire. I've just seen it.
Okay, let's have a look.
It looks goofy as fuck. I gotta upvote that.
I see the lizard one still. I just see a lizard again. Oh, wait. That's amazing! That is amazing! Oh my fucking god! That is so good. Please. There's like 5 or 6 of these I want in immediately. The Alchemist where he's riding a Minotaur is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that's I upvoted that one.
Oh shit, I failed to vote. The tiny one, this is just insane. That is insane. What is with these fucking pervert Marcy sets? Oh, here we go.
There's so many of them.
I've seen 4 so far, I think.
Do you know what it is? She doesn't say anything. It's the fucking incel dream. Disgusting.
Radiant's middle tower is
Disgusting. Oh, that Bane set's pretty neat. Love that.
The Japanese
Oh.
ogre is quite cool. I like that.
Have you seen
so-
Have you seen the Void set, which makes him look like Genji?
Yeah, I have. I downloaded it. I didn't think it was that good.
I reckon that
Hey,
could
Dad.
fit into my list.
Gonna get Ninja as well.
Oh, another Marcy set where she's
Why not? Oh, Hoodwink died.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ping, ping, ping. They got vision up here. Ping, ping, ping. Nope, they just fucking walked up there, son.
all the Primal Beast sets are so good.
Yeah. It's quite a lot of cool things you can do with a big dinosaur.
Yep.
Swimsuit Primal Beast? I haven't seen that one.
Holy shit, have you seen this Ursa one play?
There's a lot of very cool Ursa ones.
The one which is just him enraged.
Yes, I like that one. It was very
That's
good.
pretty neat.
The Oracle one, inspired by the Indian deity, is quite cool. I think.
Yeah, I think it's a bit jank.
I want a Ganesh themed set.
I think maybe there's a Magnus set which is almost Ganesh themed.
That was one of my favourite Simpsons moments when Homer turns up and claims to be Ganesh, and the guy says, "You are not Ganesh. Ganesh is graceful," and they chase him out of the party.
Oh, so that's the 5th Marcy set I've seen so far.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Is someone going to spot this Tumblr's toy? Top outpost. You fucking don't. Oh, he did get it. Thank God. Oh. No, I didn't get a reply about
There's
that.
an undying set with the brain in the jar. We can have 2 brain in the jar heroes.
I want all brain in the jar.
Oh my god, that's so it's just so cartoony, but I've got to upvote it.
Could be trouble for Bloodseeker, but Bloodseeker is a POS 5. Do you want to waste a smoke on a POS 5?
Oh, the Grimstroke set.
And they get retro frog.
That probably set is so cool as well.
Oh. Oh shit! How? I think he had an Invis rune. I don't think he was smoked. I think he had an Invis rune. This gives a good gods. That's a lot of damage. They're actually in trouble. Zoe gets the dunk off. That's a big fucking silence from Bloodseeker. Holy shit! Wraith King does not have a second life. Hook!
Radiant's top tower is under
Oh
attack.
my days. The squishy nature of 60% of the enemy team is working in Dire's favour. You've got an AA, a Hoodwink, and a Pugner. Squish, squish, squish. Here's an idea for a Ags upgrade to Pugner. You can walk and it keeps sucking.
Bounty killing.
It has to be quite slow though. I don't think you can jog around at full Pugner speed. How annoying would that be?
No, but equally, CM gets to walk around with her old gun.
True.
It is a lot of damage though, the Pugner. It's 320 per
Oh, this
second.
AA one really does look like Night Stalker.
Are you guys
I
watching
like
this game at all? Can you do that?
Not right
after?
now. I'm on 121 of 127. I'm almost
Alright,
done.
look at it afterwards. Christ.
Dire are
I just need to make sure I upvote every single Marty one.
Oh, you fucker! You fucker!
Scum.
It's fine. Mine and Ted's votes are outweighing.
Yeah, you're outweighing me. It's
Yeah.
alright. I like the Minotaur Alchemist. That's badass. All right, 126. Sanking. Ah, it's alright.
I'm only a 92, brother. I'm still going for
127. All right, I'm done.
is under attack.
I'm returning to the game. Let's go.
Hasta luego.
So Sancho's been, as per usual, going for Dagon. I think he does this most games I see him play Pugner, and he gets like a couple of cool kills with Dagon 1, he gets into Dagon 2, and then he fucking loses. So we'll see if he repeats his usual pattern. Ags almost finished on Bloodseeker, and Ags almost finished on Pudge. And they are going Ags on Snapfire as well, so they are fully in on the strat.
They are.
Zoe, as I guessed, going for the Blink, Blade Mail, Vanguard kind of shit. Not trying anything out with Wraithbacked. What's
Radiant's
Ninja Slam
middle
out to?
tower
I think.
is under attack.
This is almost Ags on Bloodseeker, by the way.
Yeah, I know. The boots, like you said with the KBJ in the first game, you know, you get it quite fast if you just have arcane boots. So you get it even faster if you have no boots at all.
Radiant's
It's just
middle
relying
tower
on
has
thirst.
been denied.
All he needs to do is get in Pudge, essentially. Don't need boots if you're just a passenger.
For the twins.
So now, especially with Ags, Pudge will be farming a lot faster than Wraith King. And that means Radiant kind of needs to look for timings, right? They need to hit an item and then go, rather than let Pudge just build up an insurmountable lead.
Oh, look how fast they die.
Yeah, because Ninja Snowman doesn't start farming fast until level 20, and that's a long way away.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back in.
Back once again with the Renegade Master. Default damager. Power to the people. Anyone remember that song? No?
No,
Rings
I'm
a bell,
not,
but...
I'm not into that sort of music.
Fair. What about the song "It Began in Africa"?
I don't know that one at all.
Radiant's top
Classic.
tower is under attack.
What about
When was it a classic?
Acid? That was another classic. The video is just a spinning smiley face. Acid.
Is that the extent of the song?
Pretty much.
This is a fascinating standoff at the top rune. Both supports know that the ward and sentry can be seen, and they're both fighting for it, but... they're both too afraid to actually go up and de-ward each other. There we go. Shak got support. Oh, the deny! What a dick!
Oh, nice. Oh, a tip. Honk. No worse feeling as a sup. You're looking forward to some XP and 200 gold, you get nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
There's a Cthulhu Doom. Honestly,
there is a Cthulhu Doom, yeah.
Here's what they should do. Genuinely, if these don't go through, like the ones that don't make it through, the ones that are close, please put them on Dota Plus, and let me spend my fucking points. Put them on Dota Plus, please, because I've had this for fucking years, and the sets on offer are dog shit. Put them on Dota Plus. These are good sets. You've made them. They're in the game. They're ready to go. Please, these are some fucking good sets.
Especially when there's quite a lot for the same hero, right? Like Snapfire had 4, Primal Beast had a lot, Ursa had a lot, Anti-Mage had tons. So it'd be nice to just have sort of choice, you know? Like which ones you actually like versus don't like.
Bloodseeker is inside him.
Get fucking Bruno on the blow. It's a good shout.
So he has got a Bloodseeker inside him.
He'll say no. He doesn't have a blink though.
I think it is spraying the blood mist right now. It looks like it's active.
I can hear a noise.
I can't hear a noise at all. I can't see anything either.
I can see damage being done in an AoE.
Listen. Hear that crackling?
Nope.
These all belong to me.
You can see him dealing damage in AoE when he's next to things.
I can hear it. I don't know what to tell you, Plague. I can hear it. It's like a hissing.
Sure, it's not a gas leak.
Come out, he says.
Yeah, there it is. There's the damage.
I can hear it. It's like the hiss of a freshly opened bottle of 7-Up.
It's not much damage, is it, compared to just rot?
No, but add it with rot.
True.
What does it do again?
Sprays his dead blood continuously in the area around him, damaging himself to damage and slow his enemies. While active, thirst healing is increased, cannot be turned off while on cooldown.
HP per second cost / damage.
Yeah.
To be fair, on creeps it's not going to look that much, but 7% damage.
It's like 100 per second.
Pretty insane.
So 100 DPS on top of 120 DPS with the rot, 220 DPS, like 320 DPS.
It's
probably the slow that's more impactful, right?
Yeah, the slow. You've got the rot slow and the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker's just living in this Pudge.
Yeah, he's actually going to spend the rest of the game in Pudge.
I would go do something else.
You can dismember other people whilst you have someone inside you, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't eat 2 people, can you?
You can't eat 2 people, no. You can only eject.
Should be able to eat your whole team. If Lesh is running his ult and you eat him, does it keep going?
I don't think so, no.
That would be fucking funny.
Dire's bottom tower.
See?
What is it? Fireworks on the 8th of November. What are they doing?
Fireworks, mate. Got some leftover fireworks. Shall we?
This is what I'm worried about. Like they love the party. So are they just gonna be fireworking like fucking till the new year? Just
Yep.
It's happy days every night.
How's your dog with fireworks, Ted?
She was
Did
fine.
you
She gets angry. Like if there's one near the house, she's like, "Roar, roar, 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 roar," and she's like, "Ruh, ruh," at the back door, like she wants to go out and fucking sort them out. I'm like, it's a firework, you idiot! You're not gonna catch it.
Dang.
The cat was like, whatever. Cat didn't
Yeah,
care.
my cats have never cared about fireworks. Most of the dogs we've had haven't cared about them either, but some of them, like, they prefer to be hiding under a desk or something, which is very fair.
My kids think my dog looks like a seal. They if you put her ears back, they fold her ears back so you can't see them. I was like, she looks like a seal, and to be fair, she does. She's like the same color. She's like that dark gray. So the seal video, they just kept commenting on how much she looked like. The seal looked like our dog. I felt bad for Aggie, but she does genuinely look like a big fat seal, a seal sausage.
Good enough comparison.
I was watching Frozen Planet 2.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the coordination of those killer whales killing those seals on ice floes.
Killer whales are categorically the second most intelligent species.
They're so smart.
Behind white mice, of course.
Really? White mice? You're joking.
Yeah, it's just a Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh, I see. I missed it. Like, the thing that got me about the, Oh, hello. Way! That's a whip.
Oh, he's found their access. The slow is impressive.
They genuinely are the second most intelligent.
Oh, dear.
Oh, but that's... So Ravage used for nothing. Pudge dead, but...
Oh, this is trouble. But trouble for whom? Chris Kamara.
I don't know, Jeff!
I think Breaking is committing a lot on a tide that's already used all his spells. And he's actually died for it. That was really weird.
I would say it was really cack.
I think it is fair to describe it as utter shit. So, Radiant have actually got kind of an interesting counter to this Pudge, right? Before his blink, at least.
Yeah.
They have so much long-range poke
They do.
that he doesn't actually get to them. They just like killed him from 1,000 units away.
Also, Pudge has decided not to build magic resistance or spell lifesteal currently.
Yes.
I mean, he's got a Vanguard against AA and Pugna. So I guess, I mean, the thing is, Axe is pure damage with the spins, right?
Yep.
Pugna is magic damage. AA is magic damage.
I don't know why he's not. Like,
Hoodwink is a combo of the two, I guess.
Does not.
Actually, Hoodwink is all physical, apart from her ult. And then Wraith King is obviously all physical, so... I guess he's thinking, look, if I get it, it's not going to matter because they're going to get A blasted anyway. Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, that's just a shit reason not to do
I'm
it.
just trying to think like a goon for a second.
Right, are they gonna tuck back in Pudge? Bloodseeker seems like he wants his own life now. He's going pipe for his Pudge, I think.
Yeah, no,
It's given the constant aura.
That's actually really smart.
That is smart. The lads are actually
really
doing it here.
Oh, blink
There's
Pudge.
the blink!
Poke missed.
Good try, lads. Good try. Good try.
So you. I think they want Bloodseekers to actually rupture people in fights. Is what I'm feeling here. They don't want them just inside Pudge anymore. Ninja Snowman has no ulti.
Have him inside Pudge all the time. Oh. There's a big old AO.
Hit two.
And here comes the sniping bullet. Oh, it's a big call.
Oh, it's a big call.
Unfortunately, no one
Is there
else
any follow-up
here.
though?
There's some.
Oh, there's the triple suck.
Double damage on Lena and BKB.
Oh my
But
god.
Wraith King ulti. Retrofrog has to run now. No more BKB on him. Is he going to stick for this?
Oh, that's a nice from back.
Change the stun.
They might be able to get him here. They got him.
Stun. Quick.
Oh!
Oh! If he toggled or wanded, he'd have lived, but chose
Big
not
crit.
to.
A big crit.
Oh, he's running.
Who's fast? 396 versus 375. Fastmaster is
Gets
faster.
away. Pudge is now going BKB. He's realized the error of his ways, and
Yeah.
in some ways.
How the fuck
I
is
still don't
Snapfire
quite
faster
understand
than
not
Pudge?
having spell lives still.
Pudge-
She smoked, which is extra move speed,
Oh
right?
yeah. No, you can't rupture people. But the Bloodseeker Axe does seem to be working. We can hear the noise and we can see the damage, so it does work. Whether it's any good or not remains to be seen.
So far, it has achieved nothing.
Indeed.
But
comedy.
I think Pudge has achieved even less than the Bloodseeker in the lot.
I think that's actually quite fair.
He is 6 and 3.
Yeah, but I don't think any of those 6 were particularly due to him.
No. But,
Like...
I mean, the thing with Pudge Carry, I feel, is you're on the clock, right? Because if the fights keep going and the games keep going and he keeps getting any kills, he does genuinely become enormous.
Yeah.
But the answer, of course, they have is that they have an AA.
So he's got a little bit of spell life steal now, and it is enough for him to just have his W on and
Where's he
farm
getting it
3
from?
stacks. His talent. 7%, I think, or 8% at 15?
8%. If they nerf Pudge, that'll be one of the things they hit, I think.
Oh yeah, of course they have to get rid of
talent.
it. It's stupid. You know, make him have to build a Bloodstone like Leshrac. It's 5-man smoke.
Just give him reduce dismember mana cost by 50 or something.
Seeker Ags in Pudge is a classic
Radiant
bees
are
build.
scanning.
What's bees? What is that?
I think someone explained earlier that when they were in AD, they would... Oh, they're on Ninja Snowman. Well, he's dead to us. There's no
Here
way.
comes a big call from Zozo.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
She wants to do it.
Yeah,
So I think someone explained earlier the bees thing is like they would go into AD, and if they got Pudge, they would get someone to build like as many auras as possible or many aura spells as possible, and then Pudge would eat them and wander around with them, and that was the bees strat. I think that was vaguely what the explanation was.
Hilarious. Well done.
It was obviously inspiring this moment of
The
brilliance.
bees.
Such a funny moment, even now, 20 years on. How many of you are only aware of it because you fucking know the memes? And how many of you have actually seen the dog shit movie? Oh, they're doing Roche. Can this be contested? I believe it can. Here it comes.
It looks
Big
like
A
Roche is
ball.
not- Oh, that's a big
They've got to
AL.
leave. They've got to leave.
Zoe's not there though. I think they can relax.
Zoe being bot is a problem, but she does have a
I think
TP
being
scroll.
visibly bot is worse than just being bot, you know?
Now you've got a
Just
TP.
farm jungle
Now
or
you've got a
something.
TP.
Under attack.
A blast is up again in 25 seconds. They're going for it. They get that illusion. Yes, boys.
Why did you have a triple?
Ole! Now they back up. They've lost their Vish. Bloodseeker is
Dire's
still
top
inside
tower
this
is
man.
under attack.
He has actually almost got finished pipe.
You pick Pudge. Someone else picks Rot. Pudge
Dire's
eats the
top
rotting
tower
lad.
is under
Rot
attack.
lad takes 0 damage. I see. You are also down a hero. I'm just saying.
To be fair, in a lot of AD games, you're down like 3 heroes.
That's true, actually.
That's true. Pos has gone for the worst build imaginable. Adam has taken
I've
my
still
spell.
got that. I've still got that build somewhere. Yeah, I think it was like rolling boulder, remote mine.
Tether, remote
Yeah,
mine,
tether. Yeah.
kick
And he
boulder
had-
or something like that.
What did?
Where is Hoz?
Do you know what I want to watch
I
again?
want to say he had like spirits or something like that, but I think I'm just thinking he had tether. He had something else which is horrible.
Might have been like an SF raise or something.
It was medium raise. You're right.
Yeah.
Medium
Fuck,
raise,
medium
tether,
raise.
remote mines, and
I think he said that he thought he would get all 3 raises, but you only get one. Let's see how's Hillman's build.
Do you know, I want to go and find the vid Rorts did of, you know, Haz saying, I want to play good heroes for a while. And there's just him picking fucking every single dog shit pos 4 he has. That makes me laugh every time I see it.
well, this game has entered a sort of stalemate moment.
Well, they kind of got this thing going on, but they can't get it to actually work. Like, they can't find anyone. So they're just wandering around farming with fucking Bloodseeker Axe on.
I think they might be waiting for Bid.
Yeah, because, like, every fight they've had, Pudge has died. so they need him to be a liver. But he is farming
Almost got
fast
BKB.
still.
Well, the way this Ring of Protection is taking place over an Ogre Axe. I would say the Ogre Axe probably better value.
That is really weird. That is...
2 armor over 10 strength. I'm going to take the 10 strength.
Smoke up on Radiant, but they're actually... All their lanes are pushed in, and this is very obvious. They've given up on the smoke immediately.
Weird smoke.
Yeah.
Man, the eject item icon for Pudge is so funny. It just reminds me of like a dad trying to take a selfie. It's just...
My mum when I WhatsApp call her. Mum, mum, no, mum, no, you've muted yourself. Mum, no, turn the camera on its side. No, the other side. Now you're upside down. Yeah, there you go. Mum, no, you've turned off the video call. Like it's every time. She still doesn't know how to answer her mobile phone.
Dire are scanning.
Like she's like bashing it with her palm like a monkey. I'm like, Mum.
There is a counter smoke here, and they're TPing in.
They scanned Roche. They weren't actually doing it on Radiant, but the Dire got the scan on Roche and thought they were doing it, so they all TP'd top.
Right, and Pudge BKB is flying out. It's
Pudge
in
is
transit.
very far ahead of his team a bit, I think.
He's gonna feed just as his BKB is arriving.
Oh, he's in! That's a big
ravage.
BKB just got hit. That's a big call. It's a bloody big call.
The damage on raking though is no fucking joke.
Woo!
Where is Bloodseeker? Oh, he's still in there.
Still in there. Very low. Oh, the
Ogre Seal Totem! Holy shit! That was Pog.
What a fight.
Das was eine Triple Kill!
I feel like Bloodseeker might have done a bit more outside of Pudge.
Well, we can check the fight recap. Bloodseeker, by just being in Pudge, did 3,400 damage.
But he cast one silence in that entire fight.
He ruptured someone at the end as well.
He didn't pipe till the end as well.
Yeah, but Pudge gets the aura passively when he's just in the fight.
I know, but as in the 400 damage block might have helped it.
True. But it is still... 3.4k damage is not to be sniffed at,
Indeed.
I'll say.
Sniff all you like, but you would be incorrect to sniff.
I think Raking fucked up massively by not BKBing on his first life. Because Zoe had that amazing double call, and Raking didn't BKB, and the magic damage just killed him.
It's true.
And so they didn't have like the burst on the call, which they needed to.
You're right. That's why there are occasions when perhaps BKBing on the first life is correct.
Yeah.
You can't see it as a hard and fast rule.
I'm also... Zoe might have reactioned that Ravage. I'm pretty sure she BKB'd like as he blinked in. It was pretty impressive if that was the case. I didn't quite see. But now they know Ravage and cooldown, go for a fight.
Bo Burnham is one of those comedians where I think I'm not in on the joke. I think I spoke about this on Triforce. That I feel like I don't know if I'm actually the butt of this joke. Is he being ironic? Is he being serious? There are a few modern comedians like that where I'm worried, oh, I don't get this, so therefore this joke is probably about me. That's how it feels.
Hey, I'm coming into Roche again.
That's a bad one. That's a dreadful one.
But they can't really take Roche. They kind of need lead.
He's dying.
I don't know why they were like suddenly getting in the pit like it's almost done. Still got plenty to go, lads, and you're getting smoked on.
Well, they have vision. They have full vision of Ready.
Oh my god!
Oh, what a play,
Oh my
though.
god!
From Tide.
Tide with the potential deep. He's still got Ravage.
Oh shit!
Oh, that damage.
There's a lot of people dying here. Retro Frog trying to get away.
Retro could just outrun him. Look, he's just died to the
Rapture.
Rapture.
Oh, the Gauze! Nice from Bast! Holy shit! Meow!
Go heavens, Halbeen. Bosh.
He just burned it down.
Okay, well that Tendrils was gorgeous.
Oh my god, he did 6,000 damage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's fucking crazy.
The bees. Now he's going AC.
So when I think it was either Tide or Lena was being sucked by Pugna, he ate her and spat her at the Pugna. cancelling the suck and stunning the Pugner so they could kill him. It was nice. It was nice from Bass. Yeah, I was trying to stop the suck! What I did! The suck was stopping!
Also, I'm not saying I'm calling it, but this Pugner is a Dagon 5 and he'd be doing 1,000, 2,000 more damage a fight just with a fucking BKB.
Indeed.
Because you can do this shit if your offlaner is okay going Wraith Pact and Pipe and Mage Slayer. You can't do this shit if your offlaner is trying to like go blink BKB, right? You need to build your own defensive items.
Havoc Hammer might replace this tier 1 item that Tide has. There is an Ogre Seal Totem for Dire just chilling. Tide not interested. Pudge not interested. What does Pudge have? Pudge doesn't have a hammer, that's fair enough.
Hammer, yeah.
Can someone pick up this Ogre Seal Totem, please?
There's
an Ogre Seal Totem and a Cloak of Flames. Either of those I would like over the tier 1 Oculate Bracelet.
I do like the Bloodseeker's kept hold of the Fairy's Trinket though, given he just spends his entire time inside Pudge doing magic damage. That's actually quite smart.
Yeah, no, that is good. Plus 5%.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh.
Dead man.
Dead man. Dead man walking the mile. Dead man on the mile. Dead man walking.
3 of Dire. It was in vision, I think, as well.
Oh, we have a sausage.
Donde?
Oh, and it's a fine sausage.
Oh.
It is a fine old sausage.
Look at all 3 of these wards placed at the same time, judging by the timers. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Such an odd place for sausages as well. It's maybe the first sausage we've seen in this area.
Nobody's ever done that. Okay. We're gonna have some higher ground gameplay.
Pipe UZ.
Oh, that damage!
Did nothing.
Not sure what the tendrils were about there.
So there's the rupture.
Well, the rupture's been got off. Is this maybe just here?
That's a big AA also. That's 4 heroes.
Oh, the hook in! Oh, the Ravage is good!
Wow, that was good.
He did BKB.
But they can't. I don't think they can hit the Schneemann.
They can't. You are correct.
Where's he going?
BKB.
He's gonna die.
Why is he going in? He can get out.
Where is he going?
They did kill Pudge though.
Oh,
it's a good call.
That's
Aegis.
Heaven's Halbeen is in. Heaven's Halbeen is gonna perish. It's a stun on Ben. He's down. Those are in trouble. Another good call. Spells. Oh! Zaraxis down. 1 more to go. Shak is trying to survive.
He had blast.
Ultra.
He had AA blast. That's so annoying. He gets a double kill there. He gets a double kill with that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they brought back with 2 and got nothing because it was just so late.
Did they update the Komodo?
The what?
Brighter than usual. It's white and red now for some reason.
Sorry, sir.
It wasn't always like that.
What are you mumbling about?
Who is Ashwin talking to?
He's talking about the PogChamp emote in your chat, but he's doing it very quietly to himself.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's white and red. Has it always been like that?
I don't think so.
Looks normal to me, to be honest.
Maybe they're repping England for the World Cup.
Who wouldn't be? God of War.
Oh, it's God of War. Okay.
Never played it. Never played it.
I've heard the new one is. Well, I heard the the like 2 most recent ones are fantastic games. So
Yeah.
I might get them.
Money to burn.
Are they on PC?
Yeah, I think they are, but I might. Maybe the first one isn't, but the second one is. I don't know the details.
Is his name John Kratos? You're kidding me. John? Why not just Kratos? Don't give him a second name if it's going to be John. My name is Steve Kratos. I am the God of War.
Barry. I reckon Barry would make
Barry
a good God of War.
Kratos. Carl Kratos. Hello.
Oh, Kratos, yes.
Shit, we're going to do a live Triforce on Friday.
Oh, really? What for?
Are you heading down?
No. No. We're doing it live. It's part of Pickaxe Podcast Week. The Yogs tweeted about it earlier.
Huh?
Schedule update screen schedule for Pickaxe Podcast Week. All your favorite podcasts, all with special live streamed episodes. And we're doing that on Friday. 12:30.
Is that going to be like interactive, or is it just a podcast but you're live?
God no, interactive.
Dire are scanning.
Oh,
So
That's
I saw
worse.
the first person moaning about the mailbag episodes, which are one of my favourite things. Is anyone else a little fed up with the podcast episodes that are mailbag episodes? They're really good. They give us something to talk about instead of just, well, we all sat around playing video games. all week.
I like that they think that you lads are actually talking about something worthwhile chatting about in the other episode.
Right. It's gibberish.
Oh, you know, I really value the lads' opinions on climate change. And,
I loved it when Ted said he just played video games all week, and Sip said he just played video games all week, and Lewis said he was having trouble organising the Jiggle Jam and had played video games all week.
that's the tendrils down again.
Tendrils for nothing.
He just got so hyped on his.
What was that aimed at?
He just got so hyped on his amazing tendrils earlier. He's trying to recreate the moment by having like.
He's been doing this round it. Like,
Oh,
oh, the combo!
Oh! Oh!
Why did he not BKB on Wraith King? Why? Oh, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Now he just gets kited to fuck.
Oh.
Oh,
He will get the blink out. No, he won't.
Oh, Punch gets out with the
Woo!
eat.
They are going to kill Lena though, and I don't think they can fight without Lena. In fact, I think Zoe's going to just chase them now.
Here it comes.
I was just trying to heal up a creep. There's the root.
Punch doing that. What is he doing?
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
He got stunned by the ogre!
What is he doing? What the fuck am I watching?
So, did Punch stop to eat a creep for the health?
Yes, and then he tried to fight and the ogre stunned him because he ate his mate.
Okay. Okay.
So that's Zoe's
Punch
buyback.
needs to get a refresher. Unironically, get a refresher.
Who needs refresher?
Punch.
Maybe.
Fixes a lot of his problems. He can actually go toe to toe with Wraith King on both lines.
Yeah, that's true.
Punch dead, no buyback. Roche?
Dire's middle tower
Not up yet,
Not
but
up.
soon.
I think they're just clearing up tier 2s. Because obviously they don't know that Punch has
Yeah,
no buyback, and they have no... I think they've got 3 buybacks down right now. Wraith King, Hoodwink, and Axe all no buyback, so...
Did Wraith
Chill
King
times.
die twice in that fight?
No, he got away on that fight, but he bought back in the fight previous to this.
I'm switching to buyback. He doesn't have it for 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's coming.
I don't know why he didn't BKB for that Ravage, right? It's very obvious Ty's gonna Ravage when he's not stunned anymore.
Right.
So just press your fucking BKB and hit Lena, you know? Don't
Yeah.
try and be fancy with your second life. Fuck second lives.
If you get Refresher on Wraith King, you get 2 lives, eh?
Yeah, the Refresher on Wraithing is probably...
And 2
Refresher on
BKBs.
most carries is quite good.
Yeah.
The only problem is you have to build some item to give you mana. And a lot of the time that's awkward as fuck. Like Pudge has Shivas, which is very natural.
Right.
Wraithing doesn't really have that.
He doesn't have the mana. Without Shard, Reincarnation costs mana.
Yeah, the Shard into Refresher might be the play, to be honest.
They are coming out here.
Oh, They're looking.
Ravage is back up again. I would not take this fight fast Radiant, but they're also under their own vision, so they're feeling kind of confident. Oh, is that Warden within sentry range? No, it's outside it.
Bracket ward.
It's a really good ward, yeah.
Oh, and they just smoked under a ward as well.
I think they.
Oh, they did. Okay.
They did. Yep. They know. They know.
Radiant
it's
gonna
coming.
take
I mean, part of me just thinks that the lads have no fucking clue because they're idiots.
Zoe seems to know.
Oh,
Look, cool.
sorry.
That's a huge
That's a big
goal!
pull.
The Ravage comes up
again.
here. He's gonna catch two. He is going down. They do get him. They do get him. He's up. He's up. He gets the stun on Red Frog. BKB's it off. Bassmaster on the back line trying to kill Zerax's. Shak as well. They do get Zerax's. They're going to get the Wraith King separated in. Punder's on the back. Gets the Lina. She's dead for 99. Bass going for the TP out. That's a nice hide
TP.
from him.
So, still no Pudge buyback. Once again, Ninja Snowman late on the BKB. Lads are fucking credin. But Zoe hard carrying this game at the moment.
Yeah, agreed.
Plus some brilliant warding from Zeraxis. Like, all of these wards that have been so pivotal in these teamfights are Zeraxis' wards.
Degrossamanon is up, by the way. Roshan is
indeed.
available.
And with Shard, which would help Wraith King out a fair bit. I think most other heroes have theirs already, I think, right? AA doesn't have his either.
I would be tempted to try and force a Lina buyback here. That's a big win con.
Yeah. So AC now finished. Their push is pretty good anyway.
This is big.
Better now.
They're going to give up a lane here.
That's, you know, that's respectable.
Can they go Roche? Are they going to go more?
Now this is pushing
risky.
it a bit.
This is risky.
Remember, if you lose a fight here... Alright, perfect, perfect. I don't know why she bought back. Literally no reason for her to buy back there.
You bought
And they
back
get away with it.
when they were leaving. But they can't go Roche now. They did get the buyback out of her. Fruitlessly. I would leave. Don't be in this area. What are you doing, team? If they smoke and run at you now, all your hard work is undone. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. You got a full lane of racks. You can contest the next Roche. If Lina dies, she can't buy back for the fight. It's a gamble. Because if Lina dies in this next fight, that's your mid down. This Pudge has been dying. He's 12 and 8.
He's going to die even more now with the Assault Cuirass. Okay, the vision from Radiant, they see every single one of Dire's heroes right now. If there's any time to go for a jump, it's now. No Ravage for this fight as well.
This is not looking good. Wraith King's going to go down once. Zoe is going to go down as well. Zoe dead for 90. Ninja Snowman goes to the TP out. Interrupted. There's the Ravage on top
Ravage
as
sucked.
well. Does nothing. There's one target. He's BKB.
No BKB on Lina.
Ben is trying to help. There's the
Science
suck.
Wiz Ben is going to clear
They do
these
get
heroes
bashed.
up.
Here we go. BKB on Science Wiz Ben, by the way. Retro Frog in trouble. Does get the kill on Wraith. He's dead for 2 minutes. They're going to get the lead.
This
She's
is Lina's
dead.
dieback.
They want to go for it. Or maybe he's defending racks. He's defending. No, he's not. He wants to go for it.
Fucking this Wraithy is going to make me scream. I swear to God. They're going to lose a Rax.
They're going to lose a lane of buildings. He's going to turn around and go
Someone's
back for
noticed.
it.
Zoe noticed. A yellow ping, I saw it. Fuck, okay, there's the buyback.
Triple buyback!
Dire.
Woof!
So, I don't think they've really been using their bees combo recently, have they? It's just been
No,
Pudge
I
kind
think
of
they
wading
gave
in
up.
alone.
Pudge is having a big trouble getting on the back lines. He's mostly just fighting Wraith King at the moment, which is not what he wants to be.
Like, Ben has done a very good job of avoiding all of these fucking situations.
Yeah,
These three are not Roche takers. At all. If you could pick 3 heroes that are bad at taking Roche, this is pretty much up there.
Here comes the big boy, the big lad to clear
meat.
through Roach.
I guess you give this to Ben.
Oh, Ben, you twat. Stop decrapping Roach.
Ben, you want this?
Fucking elf, though. Sucking him hard.
Suck that
I
dinosaur.
think you probably give it to Ben or Zoe.
Ben's taking it. Ben is taking it.
Ben is taking it. I respect it. Shards. I think Wraith King's better than AA's.
They smoke.
Comes the smoke out as well.
Wraith King's got the shard. He hasn't eaten it yet.
You're right. He's just kind of got it.
This is the time. Go ahead and eat that shard. But
Approaching 60 minutes now.
no buyback on Wraith King.
No buyback, however, on 4 heroes of Dire. So
Tied.
1 fight.
Yeah, 1 fight and that's it.
Ravage back up though, 2 seconds on its cooldown.
Pudge the only man with buyback. Now, I think Wraith King's
He's
eating
done
it
it.
now. He's eating it now.
I think you go very aggressive on Radiant.
I agree.
The chances of you fucking this fight up are low, because any kill you get is permanent. Plus you have 2 heroes with 2 lives. It's hard to fuck this.
Just kill Lina.
Yeah,
It's a lot of their damage. Kill Lina.
At the same time, though, being aggressive means Pudge has an easier time getting onto the back line. So it's
True.
like it's harder to fight aggressively. I think sometimes. You know, on the high ground we are strong as always.
Yeah. Pudge has really fallen off massively here.
Yeah. His net worth still looks fine, but his like.
Yeah.
It's something about the way he's playing
like
his
he
fights.
didn't
Ashman's right.
fucking
He's
go
just
on
trying to fight Wraith King and it doesn't work.
I mean, you
Almost
do
like
have a
he's building
BKB.
more armor for damage he's not taking that much.
Ben has built this BKB, which is big. Very hard to kill. Can like if he's been good at skirting around the edges of these fights. He's got that move speed to be able to dip in and out, and looking for Lina when her BKB runs out. Looking for a hook here from Stygian Annihilator. Whiff.
So Dire, you know, I've been praising Radiant's warding. Dire also have very good wards for this fight. Like they will see most of Radiant's heroes. Makes it easier to set up your hooks and Ravagers.
There's such a gamble just down there rotting the creeps.
Yeah.
I think they blow him up.
But he's also the only hero with buyback, so if
That's
there's any
true.
hero that's going to do it, it's got to be him.
That is true. This is it. You got Aegis.
I think you just got to start using Ben to Q these racks. That's within sentry range, so if they can defend this ward, it'll be good. Or if Zerax has placed the sentry, and that will help guard it. There you go. So I don't think Dire know about this ward.
I don't know if Hugh
there's
understands.
a
Oh,
hook.
hello. It is on AA.
Taunt on
They do
Lina.
get 1 life. Zoe's in there, gets the taunt on Lina. Redford Frog's able to
No,
run
that's
away.
not the damage,
The Gauze
though.
is not doing anything. The BKBs are up. The Ravage comes in, but only hits 1 hero. But it is Axe.
Zoe
Axe
down.
goes down.
Big
Hughes
down.
get away. They've
Zoe's
lost
brought back.
Bloodseeker. Axe buys back. Aegis still up. Buyback on Pudge as well. Big call,
Cool.
but it's only on 1.
Oh,
he's dead. That's 2 minutes, that's it.
Target, just get the kills you can get.
Has fallen.
It should be game.
Wraith King ults up in 20 seconds. If they can initiate on him, there's a chance, but no BKB on Pudge.
They get him.
Hook.
They get the hook. But there's the call
There's
from
the
Zoe. No
There's
Ravage.
the
Here in
AO.
trouble. A blast comes in. That's
Ooh,
massive.
oh.
Holy shit.
Did Lina die to the blade veil?
I think she must have. But they're
It's
going to get
just Pudge.
They
It's
get
Pudge
Wraith
versus
King
the world.
too. It's Pudge versus them all.
Oh.
He's dead.
I think Lina killed herself on the blade veil.
I think
from,
she
like,
must
almost
have.
full HP.
Wow, Pudge died quick. A blast and a suck, and he's done. They've got no one for 80 seconds. That's GG. What a game. That was big from Zoe. That instant
Zoe
call.
VP.
Zoe MVP. Easy. Easy. Right, Shak.
Shaq sticking in the dagger.
Shaq, you did not, mate.
True.
He had some good ults, but
Good heavens. Gentlemen, what a cracking week of in-house games.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Some really good games. Games 2 and 3 especially good. Game 1, it is what it is. We got to see KBJ. But really, really good games. Really, really good games. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick look. Yes, leave game. Yes, I want to leave the game. Oh, now it gives you a warning. Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
because of the bug at TI, right?
Yes. I'm looking through these sets.
All right, should we leave you to it?
Yeah. All right. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Good
Pleasure.
games.
GG's.
Peace out, lads. Thanks for casting. And I will see you lot tomorrow as well for more Football Manager, of course. Dotes if there are people around in the morning, but probably Football Manager. We've got to take Leighton Orient back up where they belong in League One. See you guys then. Cheers for watching. Thank you to Eri for organising the in-houses, and thank you to everyone that took part. It was a really cracking week. Good work. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.